Westlake started slow on offense in their 38-10 Region 2 semifinal victory over Longview, but the Chaparral defense emerged as the highlight once again. 2 fumble recoveries and a pick six led to 21 defensive points as the Chaps head one step closer to a state title. In their first ever regional semifinal, Plano West led Lufkin by 24 points a week ago, but Lufkin battled back only to miss a game-tying field goal, and the Wolves survived with a 55-52 win. Welcome to the Division II 5A Region 2 Finals. It's Westlake and Plano West, and it's coming up next.
That changed the momentum of the game with field position, and then just being an athlete like he is and being able to do some things we haven't shown yet that he can do, and from a kicker or punter standpoint. So he's certainly one of our most valuable players, and the kicker and the punter, as you said, often overlooked, but there's nobody more valuable than that, especially when you get to this time of year when teams are all evenly matched.
Yes, folks, it's really snowing in Westlake. We're looking at a few clips from last night's performance of the Nutcracker Spectacular. There may still be time after the game to check out the 7:30 performance this evening. With the show continuing today, we've had to split the tech crew in half. Half are back in Austin running the show right now, while the other half are here broadcasting with us. And we're live at the UFCU broadcast booth here at Waco ISD Stadium. Joe Taylor alongside John Nidell, Abe Garcia, and Matt Nader checking in as well from the sidelines. And we have an epic matchup here in the Region 2 final. The farthest these two teams have ever gone in program history for Westlake win aligned in Region 2. And with a victory over Longview and 3 defensive scores, it will be a test for the Westlake defense. But certainly, when you look at the Plano West offense, John, one has to just sit and wonder, how many points will we see today?
Yeah, last week, 55 points against Lufkin. It's going to be a battle of strengths between Westlake's defense and Plano West offense. So it's going to be a great game. And like Matt said, though, before last segment, he said that he thinks it's going to come down to the two teams' perceived weaknesses. And I have to agree. I think it's going to come down to Westlake's offense against this Plano West defense. We'll get into the stats about Plano West defense this season, but it really has not been pretty. But this offense has been more than good enough to make up for the lack of production by this Wolves defense. And it's going to come down to whether that Chaparral offense can put together some drives, keep that offense off the field for Plano West, and put together some scoring drives for Westlake. And either one of these teams could win. Once you get to this point in the playoffs, both are great teams. It should be a heck of a football game.
Indeed, we take a look at the Impact Players presented by Ticket City. They've been providing fans an unforgettable experience for all sports and championship events for over 21 years. Visit ticketcity.com or call 1-800-SOLD-OUT for deals on great tickets. It's bowl season, folks. For the Plano West Wolves, they come in threes. The quarterback, Travis Corey, Sotonia Jamabo, or Soso Jamabo, and Austin Anderson. All three of these young gentlemen, especially Jamabo, the sophomore, 28 touchdowns coming into this ball game, but 13 in the 3 wins in the playoffs. Just an amazing talent, even at a sophomore, John.
Yeah, Soso Jamabo has been on an absolute tear, and you go back to the first 6 games of his sophomore season, first 6 games of his varsity career, he averaged 95 yards per game rushing on just over 13 carries. So no doubt a good production. And then he missed the Allen game. His last 6 games, he's averaged 175 yards rushing on just over 23 carries, and he's had 19 rushing touchdowns. And you mentioned 13 in the playoffs. It's just been an absolute, just dominating effort by Soso Jamabo as we go down to the coin toss.
And with that, it does look like we see Chris Canner, Brandon Box, Jacob Mansour, and Anthony Patino, along with Nathan Renro and Connor Doyle.
That coin, head, tail. To call the call. Kevin Garrett towards you to verify what it calls.
What do you call?
Call tail. Tail. It's head. You want the call.
And with that, you can hear. So with that, Plano West has won the toss. They have deferred to the second half, so that means we will meet the Westlake Chaparral offense first. But let's take a look at the Chaparrals and their impact players. Again, we mentioned the 3 players for the Plano West Wolves. Jordan Sievert, the quarterback, 6'4", 218-pound junior. He's completing 55% of his passes, 2,205 yards through the air for 18 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Brandon Box, the leading receiver. With the suspect defense that the Wolves bring, John, it is going to be an opportunity for Brandon to try to get one-on-one coverage. They're going to gear up to stop the run. Will Plano West. We might see some one-on-one activity with Brandon downfield.
Exactly. Westlake's offense and Jordan Sievert, I feel like, can have a big game today against Plano West, and it's going to come down to protection for Jordan Sievert. We say it every week. If he can get protection and pick apart the defense, have time to set his feet, he can be a very effective passing quarterback, especially with the lack of wind today. Expect Jordan Sievert to have a big day, and likewise, Brandon Box should see plenty of those looks in the passing game.
Our other impact player, again, presented by TicketCity.com, is Michael Barton, the 5'11", 175-pound senior. He's made 52 of 53 extra points, 15 of 20, including a 48-yard line drive field goal against Longview a week ago. So it has been a very impressive year for the senior and the early committal to Air Force. And we just got word that one of John Nidell's favorite people are on the sidelines. It appears that Art Briles has made a short walk over from his office at Floyd Casey to check out Waco ISD and the talent that exists on both of these ball clubs for Westlake and Plano West. So you know when Art Briles wants to come out, right now, Darren Allman's going, man, I hope he is not calling offensive plays for Plano West. Because when Coach was at Brownwood and Art Briles was at Stephenville many moons ago, it used to keep Darren Allman up at night. Well, what gets us up out of our chair is the national anthem, and we will have a quick break here, a timeout from Waco ISD Stadium for that national anthem. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff. It's the Region 2 final. This is Westlake football.
At age 40, attorney and Marine Corps reservist David Little was the picture of health until the left side of his body went completely numb.
We were on the phone while he was driving home when he suddenly stopped talking.
My dad had a stroke when he was driving me home.
I'm just really glad he ended up at St. David's, South Austin.
St. David's, South Austin saved my life.
Do you know what to do in an emergency? Visit stdavids.com to learn more.
It just creates momentum and some confidence that maybe that they didn't have before. It's been the case for us as well. You know, we've in our turnovers and being able to pick some balls off and be in the right place at the right time and just get momentum. And that's really the story of the playoffs year in and year out. When you've got a bunch of evenly matched teams like we do in Region 2, it's what it's come down to is who has created their own breaks and who have had a little come their way as well.
And we welcome you back with Westlake starting on offense. We'll take a look at the starting lineups presented by Texas Honey Ham. Kick off your day with breakfast at Texas Honey Ham Company. No matter when your day starts, you'll always have breakfast waiting at the Texas Honey Ham Company. Across the offensive line, Judge Finley, Silas Connolly, Bobby Dwyer, Taylor Works, and Garrett Willis. Will Copa will actually get the start as a 6'6", 255-pound junior Will Copa, but we'll see Garrett Willis as well. And Ryan O'Farrell actually getting the start at left guard instead of Silas Connolly, as Silas Connolly is out with an injury. Bobby Dwyer leads things as the center position, 6'1", 225-pound senior. The receivers are Brandon Box, Patrick Elliott, Josh Latham, Zach Dansby, and Sean Rawlings. You'll note that we have a couple of injuries with the receivers down on the field. We will not see John Rhodes, and it doesn't look like, even though earlier on this week we thought we might see Harrison Lyons, but Harrison Lyons not dressed out today. So injuries riddle the receiving corps, but Brandon Box and Zach Dansby stand tall. The backs in the backfield, Chris Cantor, the halfback, Keith Carter, the starting tailback. Of course, we'll see Alex Chavez as well, and Jordan Sievert will be the signal caller. Get a look at the Plano West defense. They line up in a 4-3 as Nick Green, the left corner, the corners are Colin Eberly and John Ryan, and the safeties are Logan Calloway and Davis Roski. And for the kickoff for the Wolves, it will be Parker Davidson, the sophomore, to kick it off. And Sean Rawlings will bring it out of his own 10, across the 20, out to the 21-yard line to the 22. Rawlings still on his feet, fights his way to the 23-yard line, just inside the right hash. So it will be first down and 10 for the Westlake Chaparrals as they march out. Westlake averaging just over 359 yards a game in total offense, 188 yards on the ground, averaging just over 4.5 yards a carry, 171 yards through the air. The key to today's game on offense, big gains on first down. And for the Wolves on defense, John, they give up an average of just over 5 yards a rushing play. It'll be a shotgun set here for Jordan Sievert with two receivers here to the near side left. A two-step drop. They'll swing it out to Chris Cantor, who keeps his feet gains his way out past the 25-yard line and then bounces it inside to the 29. Nice pickup of about 5 yards on that pitch and catch out of the backfield from Jordan Sievert.
Yeah, and that's a heck of a play there by Chris Canner. The pass was a little out in front of him. A good job by Sievert to get it out in front to allow Canner to get some yardage after the catch, but still a little too far out in front, and Chris Canner made a nice play to catch that football and gain 5 yards.
2nd down and 5 on the zone read. Hand it to Rawlings. Rawlings cuts it upfield along the right hash mark. 1st down, run and more. Out past the 40 to the 41-yard line, and it's a 1st down for Westlake. And that's the wrinkle that we thought we would see today as Sean Rawlings becoming a speed threat in the backfield for the Chaparrals.
Yeah, and that's going to be a very similar play to the Westlake defense, the one that they're going to see against this Plano West offense, that 2-back zone read play, and that give to Sean Rawlings to get that speed to the outside.
1st down and 10 from the 41-yard line. The handoff this time will go to Carter. Carter with room. He's out past the 45-yard line, bounces it just inside the left hash mark, out to the 46-yard line after the pickup of 12. Once again, the Chaps pick up 5, and it's 2nd down and 5 for Westlake as the running game working to perfection, even out of the backfield on the pass for Jordan Sievert. So a very effective drive, and the Westlake Chaparrals have a good pace to the ball game right now. Power eye look in the backfield as Jordan Sievert is under center on 2nd and 5. Handoff, no, play action, rolling. Here comes Jordan trying to elude a tackler. Gets outside of the tackle box and fires to the far sideline, and it's incomplete. And good coverage there as Nick Green, the senior defensive end with 39 tackles on the season, 4 behind the line of scrimmage, was the defensive end that fought off a block and got in the face of Jordan Sievert. It'll be an incomplete pass, and 3rd down and 5 coming up for Westlake.
And a good job there by Green to beat Sievert to the outside. Sievert was going to try to get to the outside, but Green did a good job of keeping contained and not letting Sievert get to the outside. So a good job by Jordan as well to get rid of that football.
3rd down and 5, rolling here to the near side. Jordan has a man. That pass is caught at the 45-yard line. Then breaking away is Brandon Box, and he was not out of bounds at the 40-yard line like I thought he was. He spun out of a tackle here on the near side defensively out of Logan Calowit. Calowit had him, and Box fought his way out of the tackle and picks up positive yardage inside the 35-yard line down to the 34. A pickup of 19 yards and a 1st down for Westlake into Wolf territory. A back on either side of Sievert. It's Rawlings and Canner. A little movement up front, no call, handoff Rawlings. Rawlings trying to fight his way to the 30-yard line, is able to do so, and he's dropped at the 30 after a gain of 4 yards. Just up the left hash. Westlake in their road white jersey tops with the blue numerals trimmed in red. The red pants, the silver helmets with the Westlake block W on the side. Plano West in their black jerseys with white numerals. The blue pants, the black helmet with the blue wolf on the side. The pistol formation here with 2 wide receivers to the far side right, 2 here to the near side left. And for Westlake, it's Rawlings lined up in the slot with Box here on the near side. And that buzzing you hear is an amazing crowd of vuvuzelas. And a pass out to the flat, and that pass is caught at the 25-yard line. And Patrick Elliott makes his first grab of the ball game, picks up positive yardage down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, heck of a catch there by Patrick Elliott. He really took a shot there, a blind shot to the ribs. Good job of hanging onto that ball and forcing now a 3rd and 1. This is a good situation for this Westlake offense to be in. 3rd down and 1. You got Russell Pape in the game, along with the tight end and Dansby and Chris Canner.
Power eye look here, and the handoff goes to Carter. Carter on 3rd down and 1. Picks up the 1st down inside the 22-yard line down to the 21.
You know, Flower Mound, if you look at this Plano West schedule, definitely the worst team on Plano West schedule, and also the only team this season to be held to less than 300 yards of offense by Plano West. So they have struggled all year on the defensive side of the ball, and we see opening this game, Westlake really moving this ball down the field at will as Sean Rawlings now in at quarterback.
8:53 with Rawlings taking the snap. Patrick Elliott going in motion. It'll be a direct snap to Rawlings, who just runs a basic quarterback keeper inside the red zone down to the 18-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards on the play. 2nd down at 8, and the offensive line really playing well. Got a good look at Ryan O'Farrell coming off that left tackle or left guard position. And one thing that was very evident last week, they tried to get athletic with Longview, and Longview had too much speed up front. They tried pulling the guards a couple of times. Now it's just straight ahead smash mouth football along the offensive line. Jordan Sievert back in under center. Now Rawlings going in motion, and the game's first flag comes in from the far side. It'll be a false start on Westlake, so that'll back him up 5 yards. Officially a gain of 3 yards on the play for Rawlings on 1st down, and so this thing will back things up just a bit, just outside the 20-yard line.
I'll start on the offense. 5-yard penalty remains. 2nd down.
So our referee telling us what the action is all about. It is a false start. It'll be 2nd down and 12. 2 wide receivers to the short side of the field. Now Rawlings going in motion to complete a trio here to the near side. Rolling left and firing left to a completed pass. And Sean Rawlings is inside the 10. He has the first down, and he's bumped out of bounds inside the 5. Right at the 3-yard line as Rawlings made a leaping grab. He never stopped running. Once he put himself in motion from the right side of the field, he ran right down the line of scrimmage, took off at the snap. Perfect timing, perfect throw, and it's a 1st and goal for Westlake inside the 3-yard line.
Just a blown coverage there on Rawlings. He was wide open, missed assignment there by the Wolves defense.
Handoff, Keith Carter on 1st and goal. Carter trying to get to the outside, fighting off 2 defenders, and he will not get there. Gets back to the 3-yard line, but a heck of a play defensively there as Plano West did a fantastic job just bottling up the outside, and a great move on the outside. It looked like getting in and making the play was Nick Green, and once again sealing off that far side, and now the clock stops momentarily here.
There's an injury timeout. It's Josh Webb, the defensive tackle. 60 tackles on the season, limping off the field. Looks like he, not too heavy of a limp, but certainly favoring that left leg as Westlake now comes out in an I formation.
So from the right hash mark on 2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line. Power eye look, Carter the deep set. The handoff will go to Carter. Carter straight up the gut, bouncing off one tackler and driving his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Westlake. And Keith Carter has started off the afternoon correct for the Westlake Chaparrals as he burrows his way in for the touchdown. The first score of the ball game and the opening series here for the Westlake Chaparrals. And for Carter, that's his 8th touchdown of the season. Michael Barden on for the extra point. Touchdown, Westlake.
Talk about a statement drive, a confidence-building drive after last week only gaining 150 yards.
Snap is down out of the hold of Rawlings, and the kick is good. So with 7:39 to play here in the opening quarter, Westlake takes the ball and runs it right down the field for a score. It's Westlake 7, Plano West nothing. Live from Waco, this is Westlake football.
He's doing some retreating.
For 102 years, the Coverts have set the standard for car dealers in Central Texas. Hi, I'm Jenny Covert, and your parents, grandparents, and even some of your great-grandparents have shopped with my family. Our service, our inventory, and of course, our low Covert price are the reasons over 1 million customers come back again and again. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Auto Group, Austin, Bastrop, and Hutto.
On game days, you see me running out here with close to 100 other people. It's a team effort. It takes all of us to make UT football a success. It's a lot like you and your finances. You need to surround yourself with the best people in the business. That's where University Federal Credit Union comes in. The UFCU team works hard to make sure your financial game plan is always in shape. University of Texas Athletics and University Federal. So close, we share the same name.
And we welcome you back to a sun-splashed, very little wind aid for the Westlake Chaparrals and the Plano West Wolves, part of the Region 2 final, as we are live at Waco ISD Stadium, and Art Briles getting some camera time, the head coach of the Baylor Bears. Got a bowl game coming up in about a month.
Thank you to the Westlake Tech crew for appeasing me there with the shot of Art Briles on the sideline.
The Salon at the Domain scoring drive, 12 plays, 76 yards, took 4 minutes and 12 seconds off the clock. Barden just line drives this one. It'll be picked up. No, it's touched and dropped. The ball will roll back to the 5-yard line. Trying to reverse his field is Austin Anderson, and Anderson is dropped inside the 10-yard line at the 8. The Salon at the Domain scoring drive, a 3-yard touchdown run by Keith Carter, his 8th of the season. As Westlake scores first, it's 7-0. Let's go down to the sidelines at Abe Garcia.
Joe, Coach Allman couldn't be any happier than that first drive. 4.5 minutes off the clock. What once considered the weakness of this team, this Westlake offense went down there, scored 7. Now it's strength on strength. Plano West offense versus Westlake's defense.
And we shall see it here as they come out, do the Wolves on offense. The tackles along the offensive line, Cody Arledge and Zach White. The guards are Peruz Kalamapur. Zach White, the right tackle. Parker Murray, the center. And the handoff going to Soso Jamabe. Santonia Jamabe trying to get to the outside and can't do it.
For 102 years, the Coverts have set the...
Santonia Jamabo, 211 carries, 1,613 yards, averaging just over 7.5 yards a carry, 24 touchdowns, 20 catches as well, 451 yards receiving, 4 touchdowns, all of those 49 yards or longer. And we get a good look at Corey White, the senior, out of the shotgun on 2nd down and 10 after the no gain. Now Corey rolling to the left. Corey trying to make a move to the outside and can't do it. A nice hit by Alec Cohen here on the near side, and Alec Cohen drops him for a loss back to the 5-yard line. Make that the 6-yard line, and so far the Wolves go backwards on defense as Alec Cohen comes in and makes a big hit. We talk about the receivers along for the Plano Wolves: Connor Hubbard, Connor Doyle, along with Zach Jadeo and Austin Copeland. Of course, Corey, the senior, 131 out of 209 passing, 2,180 yards, 12 touchdown passes, but 16 rushing yards. And now a pass here to the near side and a wide open receiver who makes the catch at the 40-yard line and rumbles out of bounds inside, but then loses the football. Connor Doyle lost the football, and it bounced inside the 30. But right now, the sideline official is coming in at the 45-yard line and saying that Connor Doyle stepped out of bounds at the 35-yard line in Chaparral territory. So a wide open on a blown coverage on 3rd down and 10, John. Hubbard comes up, or Doyle, comes up with a huge catch, but fumbles the ball, but after he steps out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A 57-yard pass, and it's a 1st down for Plano West.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Doyle stepped out of bounds, but I think that what they're probably saying here is John Dodd was able to punch out the football, but kind of popped it up out of Doyle's arms, and then as he was standing out of bounds, batted it back inbounds. So a good call by the referee.
Handoff goes to Jamabo, right up the gut inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line. And it is a 10-yard pickup for Jamabo and a 1st down. As Jamabo, we get a good look at him running up the gut, the sophomore.
And going back to that last play, a heck of a job by Austin Anderson. Can't give him enough credit on that play, cutting down Karsten Hood, coming off the edge there for Westlake.
Handoff goes to Jamabo, straight up the gut, gets into the second clear, leaps over one tackler inside the 5, to the goal line. Jamabo scores. Touchdown, Plano West. Actually, it's Austin Anderson that got the call. Anderson able to leap over one tackler. He's definitely a big speed threat and probably the most athletic of the backs. And Austin Anderson scores from 25 yards out. What a great play there as Plano West takes advantage of a 3rd down miscue on defense with a wide open wide receiver in Connor Doyle. And Doyle takes that pass 57 yards. 2 plays later, Plano West is in the end zone and a point after touchdown away from tying this up.
And I said before the broadcast that Jamabo is the star of this backfield, but I really think that Austin Anderson is the guy to watch against this Westlake defense. A lot more speed than Jamabo, and you saw it there. Really effective run by Anderson as the PAT is through.
Zach Meyer completes the point after touchdown, and with 5:55 to play here in the 1st quarter. The Wolves answer. It's Westlake 7, Plano West 7. Live from Waco, this is Westlake football.
At age 40, attorney and Marine Corps reservist David Little was the picture of health until the left side of his body went completely numb.
We were on the phone while he was driving home when he suddenly stopped talking.
My dad had a stroke when he was driving me home.
I'm just really glad he ended up at St. David's, South Austin.
St. David's, South Austin saved my life.
Do you know what to do in an emergency? Visit stdavids.com to learn more.
Beyond companionship, there are other reasons we call dog man's best friend. For years, dogs have been trained to detect all kinds of things, like bed bugs. ABC's Bedbug Dog can detect bed bugs in the smallest cracks and crevices at any stage of development with amazing accuracy, even more accurate than the most skilled pest specialists. And accurate detection means quicker, more cost-effective elimination. If you suspect a bedbug problem, call us. ABC Home and Commercial Services, specialists for your environment.
And we welcome you back to Waco ISD Stadium. And getting set to kick this one off for Plano West will be Parker Davidson, the sophomore kicker. Kickoff specialist here as he'll put his right foot into this one and sends it down. It'll be a short kick. Rawlings will field it right around his own 12. He's got it at the 15, to the 20, out to the 25-yard line. Now reversing his field, trying to get to the outside. He gets to the 25-yard line before being hammered there on the far sideline. A nice play defensively there is coming over and making that tackle on special teams is Parker Dunn. And Westlake will answer here with a game tie. The Salon at the Domain scoring drive, 5 plays, 92 yards, took 138 off the clock. The big play in that drive, a 57-yard pass to Connor Hubbard. But again, a 25-yard rushing touchdown for Austin Anderson. And for Anderson, that is his 13th rushing touchdown of the season. And it's 7-7 with Westlake taking the field with 5:47 to play here in the first quarter. Canner goes in motion. They swing it that direction on a flanker screen. That pass caught, and Patrick Elliott out to the 30, to the 35, rumbles his way out to the 40-yard line, and it's a pickup of 12 yards and a first down for Patrick Elliott.
And last drive by Plano West really shows the difference between Plano West and playing against Longview. You can play great on the first 2 downs against this Plano West team and force a 3rd and long, and then you blow a coverage against this offense that's very unpredictable, and all of a sudden they're down the field in a heartbeat and in the end zone, tying up this game at 7-7.
From the right hash mark at their own 40-yard line now, barking out some signal changes. Power eye look under center is Sievert with a receiver to the far side. Now Russell Pape going in motion, and flags come in as the offensive line flinched just a bit. It'll be a second false start penalty here for the Westlake Chaparrals.
You know, I would typically this year I've said you can't do that because it puts you in bad situations, but
false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Today, the way these offenses are going, I'm not so sure a 5-yard penalty on first down is really going to affect you that much. The way Westlake has been able to move this football, we'll see.
And with that, we see a receiver split out here to the near side left. That's Brandon Box. And now Box will cheat back towards the line of scrimmage, just outside the left hash mark. It's a toss sweep to the far side right. And in front of the Westlake bench is Keith Carter trying to step his way out past the 35-yard line, dives back to the 38. So he picks up 3 yards of the 5 that Westlake lost on the false start penalty. So it will be 2nd down and 12 as jogging onto the field for the Wolves on defense. We get a good look at LaTrent Hill, the junior. A lot of rotation along that defensive front, trying to man up on the line and take away the run game for Westlake, force them to pass. And we see checking into the ball game is Sean Rawlings from the near side. We'll see where Rawlings lines up. And he'll line up as a receiver to the far side right with Sievert under center. And a receiver here to the near side. Now a fumble, and Sievert's going to have to pick it up. And he has actual room to run here on a busted play as Sievert just dropped the ball inside the 41-yard line is where Jordan got hit initially. But that big body at 6'4", 220, he's able to make his way out to the 43-yard line. So it is a positive yardage on the run by Jordan Sievert after he dropped the ball. It'll be 3rd down and 7 from the Chaparral 43-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the far side right, 1 here to the near side left. Flanking Jordan Sievert is Keith Carter. And now wide open over the middle, and that pass is caught by Canner. First down yardage and more inside the 40, inside the 30, finally knocked out of bounds as he rumbles his way inside the 20-yard line. It was Davis Roski knocking out Chris Canner, who came out of the backfield and picks up huge yardage inside Plano West territory. And right now, Chris Canner is hurt. He is hobbling. He'll have to jog his way to the sideline. He is putting power on that right leg, John, but he's hurt.
Yeah, it looked like he hyperextended his knee. I saw it down there on the sideline as he's going out of bounds. We'll see the replay here. Just another blown coverage. Chris Canner out of the backfield. The linebacker, Jake Wadka, the middle linebacker, late on covering him. And you see right here, right there, the hyperextension of the left knee, and he goes down. We'll see if Chris Canner can come back in this ball game.
It's a pickup of 41 yards, and it's 1st down and 10 from the Plano West 17-yard line. Zone read play. Rawlings getting to the outside, cutting it back inside to the 10 as he's just inside the numbers, dives forward down to the 5-yard line. And it's a pickup of 12 yards nearly for Sean Rawlings as he's really been a wrinkle out of the backfield with a speed threat. And with Ben Slaughter going down earlier this season with essentially a broken leg, John, he has really been a sight to see here in this ballgame as another speed threat out of the backfield. And he'll flank Jordan Sievert to the left. The handoff will go to Carter. Carter cutting it up at the 5, and he's knocked down at the 2-yard line, just shy of the goal line.
Great job there by Carter to plant his foot, his left foot, and just cut right inside of Sean Rawlings to get down to the goal line, using a little bit of power to get down to the 1-yard line rather than try to bounce it outside and try to get to the outside. That's one thing a lot of young running backs will try to do, but a good job there by Carter to take the yardage he could get.
Power eye look, and now the handoff will go to Carter. Carter at the 1-yard line, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Westlake. And just like that, the Westlake Chaparrals, courtesy of a 41-yard pass play out of the backfield to Chris Canner, who got hurt on the play. Westlake's offense catches fire, a big 3rd down conversion. 2 plays later, Westlake finds its way into the end zone for the 2nd time in the quarter, I should say. And Michael Barton is on for the extra point.
2 third-and-long conversions for the one for Plano West, one for Westlake on scoring drives, both of them blown coverages. That's going to be a key in this game is third down defense.
Snap is down, the kick is up for Michael Barton, and the extra point is good. 3:11 to play first quarter, a lot of offense so far. Westlake 14, Plano West 7. This is Westlake football.
Coach, in my career, or, and I was a defensive coach. I've been a defensive player, and I love defense. But that really doesn't have anything to do with it. I think our staff and our players also appreciate good defense and understand the importance of it. So that's our identity, and it'll remain that way. And if we can catch fire offensively, like it looks like we're getting ready to start doing, then we've got a chance to keep on playing.
ISD Stadium live up top of the catbird seat as we get a good look at Waco ISD Stadium here as Westlake with a touchdown drive in their second possession. They go 7 plays, 73 yards, 2 minutes and 36 seconds off the clock, capped by a 1-yard rushing touchdown by Keith Carter, his 9th of the season, his 2nd of the quarter, as Westlake reclaims the lead at 14-7. They led throughout, but Plano West's first offensive series went for 7 points as well, and a 25-yard touchdown run by Austin Anderson. And Michael Barton's kick is going to roll 2 yards into the end zone and take a 3-yard hop, and it will be a touchback. Salon at the Domain is all about relationships. They know that your hair is your calling card, and their promise is very simple. You'll never have a bad hair day. Salon at the Domain is Westlake owned and operated, and they specialize in precision cuts, single and double process color, highlights and lowlights. At the Salon at the Domain, it's not just about hair, it's about confidence. Search Facebook for the Salon at the Domain and like them now. The Salon at the Domain, located next to Dillard's in the Domain Shopping Center, next to Maggiano's. So for the Plano West Wolves, they'll have to answer quickly here. They converted a 3rd down in their first series, 57-yard pass to Connor Doyle, and now a pass here into the near side. And Austin Anderson, and in the backfield was Jamabo, and Jamabo gets the call out of the backfield with that reception, and pretty good yardage here on the near side as he rumbles his way out past the 35-yard line. And they're going to say that Jamabo stepped out of bounds at the 36, so it's a pickup of 11 yards on the play and a 1st down as Jamabo, good-looking athlete coming out of the backfield. Anderson and Jamabo flank Travis Corey. Now the zone read, and it's broken up in the backfield, and a huge hit in the backfield by Karsten Hood. Hood gets in the middle of it as he blitzes from that far side. He cheated up just a little bit. They read the linebacker, did Plano West, but Corey pulled it back out of the belly of Anderson, and Karsten Hood was right there to deliver the blow. A loss of 3. It'll be 2nd down coming up here, or 3rd down, excuse me. And the handoff will go to Jamabo. Jamabo wrapped up by Hudson Hall, and Hudson Hall still has him in his grasp, and now the whistle will blow, and they're going to give Jamabo positive yardage back to the 35-yard line. So he picks up positive yardage of about 3 on 2nd down. The board wasn't necessarily caught up with us yet, as it will be 3rd down and a long 11 with the nose of the football right at the 35-yard line. Come on, guys, playoff game. Region 2 final. Got to update that board. It'll be 3rd down and 11. The ball marked at the 35-yard line. A back on either side. And now a zone read, play action. Now White running, Travis Corey running out of room. Corey falls forward, and it's Anthony Patino, who did not dress last week. He does dress this week, and it's just a 1-yard gain to the 36-yard line, and Travis Corey is brought down by Anthony Patino in the backfield. It's a sack on the play. And Westlake has forced the first punt of the ball game, and it's Plano West that will have to punt it away to Tate Shaw.
Yeah, they were able to convert a 3rd and long on the last drive, but if they continue to get into those situations, it's going to be a long day for this Plano West offense and this Plano West football team.
It'll be Damon Buncham, and that one is almost blocked. And the ball hops out of bounds here on the Westlake side of the bench, and Darren Allman actually calls timeout, or at least tries to call timeout as a flag does fly at the 25-yard line. And we will see if this is running into the kicker or roughing the kicker, but it looks like from our advantage on the replay, John, or at least what we saw live, it looked like it might actually be a personal foul.
Yeah, he hit him square. Now, Coach Allman is arguing that the ball was tipped. I didn't think it was live. We heard on the parabolic down on the sideline that it was
Personal
someone
foul.
saying that he was blocked
Roughing
into
the
him.
kicker.
It's
15-yard
going to be a
penalty.
first down for Plano
First
West and a
down.
big penalty there by Derek
The
Cohen.
ball was not tipped.
The ball was not tipped, says the head official, and I tend to agree. And Coach Allman is absolutely livid at the side judge over there.
Mike Mule is our referee. Rodney Harris is our umpire. Our head linesman is Daryl Ward. Our line judge is Larry Scarpa, and John Baden is the back judge. And right there, Mike Mule really emphatic with that particular call. As
He didn't pick up his flag either. His flag is sitting down at the 25-yard
still
line.
At the 25-yard line, and now it looks like one of his brethren is going to tell him, hey, by the way, Buzz, hey, boss, your flag is down at the 25-yard line. So he'll jog back to get that particular item. So Plano West catches a break. Westlake, unfortunately, has to come back on the field. And now it's a different situation here for Plano West as the playbook opens just a little bit, John, with the ball inside the 49-yard line. So a short field now and a fresh set of downs for the men in black and blue.
You don't want to give them extra opportunities.
Here comes the blitz from the weak side. No flag. Jamabo dragged down from behind, and making the stop there is Luke Womack. Womack pulling Jamabo down at the 46-yard line. That's where they say Jamabo's knee hit at the 46. So it'll be a gain of 4 yards. Second down and 6 coming up here. Let's go down to the sidelines and Abe Garcia.
Hey, Joe, on that first drive by Plano West, when Jamabo made a run out of the outside, he came up a little bit gingerly with his right shoulder. If you noticed on the last play, Carson Hood got in the backfield. He missed the block. He's been running a little bit gingerly. Watch out for that right shoulder by Jamabo.
Abe Garcia down on the sidelines as Mike Mule blows the play in. It'll be second down and 6. The ball marked just outside the 45-yard line. Quick snap out of the gun. The handoff Anderson. Anderson straight up the gut. Anderson avoids one tackle. Cuts it to the outside. Inside the 25. Bounces it outside the numbers on the Westlake sideline. And he's pulled out of bounds inside the 20-yard line at the 17. Wow, what an athletic run by Austin Anderson as this man can absolutely motor. First down, Plano West inside the red zone, a pickup of 28 yards.
Jack Meredith is down around the 8-yard line on the sideline as he comes up now, not putting any weight on that right leg. That certainly doesn't look good. We'll see if Jack Meredith can come in the football game, but judging by how he's going off, I'm not sure we're going to see Meredith back in. That could be a big injury, but a heck of a run there by Austin Anderson, and actually surprised that there was not a personal foul. I believe it was Michael Edwards who not only dragged Austin Anderson down a little late out of bounds, but very much dragged him down by the horse collar. A very dangerous tackle. I thought for a second that Austin Anderson might have gotten his leg caught, but he did not, thankfully.
A hard count now going to the end zone is Corey. Corey has it, but no, it's picked off by Derek Cohen. Cohen has a pickoff in the end zone. And now Cohen at the 10, he'll go down at the 15. And just like that, the tides turn as Westlake forces the first turnover of the ball game. Interception, Derek Cohen, and the Shacks have the ball.
Yeah, it's just not a good idea on 1st and 10 to go after Westlake's best cornerback and most aggressive corner on just a jump ball situation. You see it here, the ball thrown way too far inside, and Derek Cohen comes up with what is really a one-handed interception, just catches the ball at its peak. A textbook play there by Derek Cohen, and he tries to get the big return, gets it out to the 15-yard line, and erases his own mistake on the roughing the punter penalty. A heck of a play by Derek Cohen to give Westlake's offense the ball back.
Now some misdirection as the Shaps hand it off inside. And it's good for about a 2-yard gain. And the Russell Pape gets an opportunity out of the backfield. And a little misdirection, a little counter gap Washington Redskins style offense there as Pape playing the role of John Riggins. I like that handoff. And it looks like that will do it for the first quarter. So with that, the first quarter comes to an end. It's Westlake 14, Plano West 7, live from Waco ISD Stadium in Waco, Texas. You're listening to live coverage of the Region 2 5A Final. This is Westlake football.
For 102 years, the Coverts have set the standard for car dealers in Central Texas. Hi, I'm Jenny Covert, and your parents, grandparents, and even some of your great-grandparents have shopped with my family. Our service, our inventory, and of course, our low Covert price are the reasons over 1 million customers come back again and again. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Auto Group, Austin, Bastrop, and Hutto.
The Steam Team, your #1 choice for cleaning residential and commercial carpet, tile, and wood flooring, upholstery, air ducts, and more, including 24-hour emergency water and fire damage restoration. The Steam Team is an Austin original, locally owned and operated since 1983. All employees are trained and certified by the Institute of Inspection, Cleaning, and Restoration. We guarantee our services and will do whatever it takes to please our customers. Call 451-TEAM or online at thesteamteam.com.
And we welcome you back to the Region 2 5A Region Final. Again, it's also known as the state quarterfinals. You win this one, you get to the state semifinal game. You win one more, and you get to Arlington and Cowboy Stadium. Joe Taylor alongside John Nidelli, Garcia, and Matt Nader down on the sidelines on a 2nd down and 8. Play action, now a pump fake, and now going down the field and making the grab. No! It goes right off the shoulder pads, and a flag's going to come in here late, and that's going to be a personal foul. Not a bad call there, as covering downfield defensively for the Plano West Wolves was Mark Cooks, and Cooks delivered a blow out of bounds on the incomplete pass. That one just going right off the helmet of Brandon Box as he could not haul it in. Just a great throw by Jordan Siebert, and I mentioned is actually Davis Ruski that delivered the blow out of bounds. John.
Just threw him down. He had him by the shoulder pads and threw him down out of bounds unnecessarily.
First down.
Heck of a throw there by Siebert. And a big 15-yard penalty gives Westlake a first down. And up in Midlothian, the winner of this game will play the winner of Midway and Cedar Hill. It's tied at 7 after the first quarter.
And Cedar Hill, should Plano West go on to win this ball game, wants no part of that. Back in 08 and 09, they lost to Cedar Hill in back-to-back rounds of the playoffs. The furthest that this Plano West Wolf program has gone in the playoffs. This is their first foray into the region final round. A back on either side of Jordan Siebert. 2 wide receivers here to the near side right. 1 to the far side left is first down and 10 at the 32-yard line in their own territory. Handoff, no, is fake. Jordan Siebert's going to keep it around the left side. Bounces it outside the numbers and positive yardage there for Jordan Siebert as he's able to work his way out past the 40 to the 45-yard line. And it's a pickup of 13 yards and a first down for Jordan Siebert. Nice fake and really sold it on the handoff. And Jordan Siebert just runs around the left end for a first down.
You know, Plano West only has 1 playoff win before this year. It came in 2004 against DeSoto. Kind of surprising for a school founded in 1999 that's had so many state championships in other sports.
First down and 10 at the 45-yard line. Handoff Rawlings. Rawlings trying to get to the outside. A nice block there up front. Rawlings gets to the 50-yard line, but Chris Canner healthy and able as he delivers an absolute pancake block on the other end. He turned himself into a linebacker on that play to spring it open for Rawlings. And Rawlings picks up yardage inside Plano West territory to the Wolf 48-yard line.
I didn't see which guy it was that got a chance to meet Chris Canner, but he met him twice, actually got knocked down, and then Chris Canner, as he's trying to get back up, Chris Canner finishes him off again. A heck of a job there by Chris Canner, clearly not feeling the effects of that minor hyperextended knee earlier in the game.
Dansby, a tight end to the left, a receiver here to the near side. Inside handoff to Canner. Canner straight up the gut, and he breaks away. Canner still on his feet, inside the 30, down to the 20-yard line, and he's inside the red zone, down to the 16. First down, Westlake. Second effort there for Chris Canner, and a huge pickup and a first down into the Plano West red zone.
Yeah, it's big to have Chris Canner healthy. And that run right there just epitomizes what he brings to this offense. A tough running style, a toughness in that backfield for Westlake. We saw it last week in the 4th quarter, able to provide some nice, powerful runs on the inside, including a touchdown run against Longview. And now it's first down for Westlake.
At the 16-yard line, rolling here to the near side. Now looking, Jordan firing to the end zone, has a man, and it's Patrick Elliott. It's caught for a touchdown from 16 yards out. Siebert fires a strike. Touchdown, Westlake.
Now that is a heck of a pass and catch from Siebert to Elliott. A nice throw and an equally nice catch by Patrick Elliott on the dive. We see it here on the TV replay. And Patrick Elliott provides one of his best catches of the year. You see the right elbow hit first inbounds as he then skids out of bounds. But a heck of a play, and it's 20-7.
Michael Barden knocks through the point after touchdown, and it is good with 11:08 to play in the second quarter. It's Westlake 21, Plano West 7. This is Westlake football.
For 102 years, the Covers have set the standard for car dealers in Central Texas. Hi, I'm Jenny Covert, and your parents, grandparents, and even some of your great-grandparents have shopped with my family. Our service, our inventory, and of course, our low Covert price are the reasons over 1 million customers come back again and again. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Auto Group, Austin, Bastrop, and Hutto.
The Steam Team, your #1 choice for cleaning residential and commercial carpet, tile, and wood flooring, upholstery, air ducts, and more, including 24-hour emergency water and fire damage restoration. The Steam Team is an Austin original, locally owned and operated since 1983. All employees are trained and certified by the Institute of Inspection, Cleaning, and Restoration. We guarantee our services and will do whatever it takes to please our customers. Call 451-TEAM or online at thesteamteam.com.
Coming here is Michael Barden eyeing his kickoff opportunity here on the ensuing kickoff. Points off turnovers, that's what wins playoff games, folks, as Westlake takes the interception by Derek Cohen as Plano West was driving inside Westlake territory. They go to the air on first down after a big game by Austin Anderson, and Anderson set him up inside the red zone. They go to the air, did Plano West, and for the 8th time this season, Travis Corey was picked off. Derek Cohen brought it out to the 15. A personal foul penalty on the incomplete pass to Brandon Box set up an opportunity for Chris Canner to bust off a 28-yard run. And 2 plays later, Westlake's in the end zone as Patrick Elliott is good on the reception from Jordan Sievert for 16 yards and a score, and it's now a 14-point game. Michael Barden just pops this one up in the air to the far side, and it'll bounce out of bounds. It didn't look like a Plano West football player touched the ball, but I don't see a flag for kicking it out of bounds, but it looks like the ball just stayed in bounds. So he actually just put it on a hop. And let's go down to the sidelines, and right now it's Matt Nader, lifetime Longhorn and lifetime Chaparral, manning the microphone. Matt, a pretty good looking drive off the turnover for the Westlake Chaparrals.
Absolutely. Speaking to John's pregame analysis of strength to strength and weakness to weakness, the Chaps are absolutely dominating the line of scrimmage. The offensive line is really getting some great push, creating some amazing holes, and then the running backs are doing a great job of reading those holes when they're open, hitting it, letting them manifest, hitting the hole, and then getting those extra yards. And then I just cut out.
No, you're good up there, but thanks for the analysis there. Down on the sidelines, Matt Nader joining us for the Region 2 final. First down and 10 from the 34-yard line as that kick did actually get touched by a Plano West player, and it was inbounds. Handoff up the middle is Jamaba with huge running room. Across the 50, cuts it outside, inside the 40, down to the 35 before he's knocked out of bounds by John Dodd. Dodd delivers the blow at the 28-yard line in Westlake territory. What a huge, huge run for Soso Jamabo as he is clearly not feeling any kind of lingering effects from what he might have struggled with. Just a huge hole, nice blocking up front, and Jamabo took care of the rest. A big pickup of 36 yards and a first down. Now the handoff goes to Anderson. Anderson hit at the line of scrimmage and falls forward, and coming in and mopping him up is Karsten Hood. Hood at the end of the play, but before Anderson was stopped short, he was able to get down to the 22-yard line. So it's a pickup of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4. A little hurry-up mode here for the Plano West offense with 2 wide receivers to the far side right, 1 here to the near side left. We heard some whistles. The clock is still moving, 10:35 to play here in the first half as Plano West on the move as they're down 21-7. Zone read play, handoff, Jamabo. Jamabo fighting his way through traffic inside the 15-yard line, down to the 14. It's a first down inside the red zone for the Plano West Wolves.
And Jamabo, not an overly fast guy at 6'2", 190 pounds. That's Austin Anderson, the speed guy, but he does a good job of finding his creases.
Quick snap on 1st down and 10, and this is going to be Corey. Travis Corey opting to keep it on the zone read, and his forward progression stopped at the 13-yard line. Our sideline reporter, Abe Garcia, doing a little bit of injury updating on the sideline as we've noticed that Jamabo is carrying the ball in his left arm. His right arm is a little suspect right now, a potential injury, and it might have actually be that lingering injury that he suffered just before the Allen game, which kept him out of the game with the Eagles back in district play. 2nd down and 9, handoff Jamabo, trying to get to the second level, fights off one tackler just outside the right hash mark. Ball hits the turf, and it looks like Westlake might have it. They're coming off the field as if the Chaparrals have it, but it doesn't look like they're going to rule that Jamabo fumbled the ball. Jamabo actually was able to keep the ball, but a very quick official timeout as it looks like we do have an injured Wolf down on the sideline. But popping up is Jamabo. It was him that was injured, but he popped up on his feet and retreats to the sideline for one play.
That ball is out before he hits the ground. Missed call there by the official. Should be Westlake football. That ball clearly out before Jamabo hit the ground, but it's going to be a third down now and about 4.
Third down and 4. Out of the shotgun is Corey. And now just a straight quarterback keeper to the right side, and Corey is into the end zone. Touchdown, Plano West. So after the officials missed the fumble by Jamabo with a Westlake recovery, a play later, and Travis Corey is into the end zone with his 17th rushing touchdown. Touchdown, Plano West.
Yeah, and what was interesting on that play, that line judge that came in and marked him down, it also looked like he threw his beanbag before he marked Jamabo down. So I think he was just really didn't know what to call and called him down, and it ended up being the wrong call.
Zach Meyer on for the extra point out of the hold of Austin Copeland. The snap is back, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 9:32 to play here in the first half, it is Westlake 21, Plano West 14. This is Westlake football.
On game days, you see me running out here with close to 100 other people. It's a team effort. It takes all of us to make UT football a success. It's a lot like you and your finances. You need to surround yourself with the best people in the business. That's where University Federal Credit Union comes in. The UFCU team works hard to make sure your financial game plan is always in shape. University of Texas Athletics and University Federal. So close, we share the same name.
Salon at the Domain scoring drive, a 6-play, 64-yard drive. Took 1 minute and 36 seconds off the clock. Travis Corey with an 8-yard touchdown run. 21-14 after Meyer kicked the extra point, and that's where we stand here. Salon at the Domain is all about relationships. They know that your hair is your calling card. Salon at the Domain in the Domain Shopping Center just across from Maggiano's. And now Rawlings making a move on the ensuing kickoff. He has some room across the 25 out to the 30, and he's tripped up as he makes his way beyond the 35-yard line, just inside that right hash mark near the middle of the field, and he is brought down just inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. So a good return there for Sean Rawlings as Westlake operating up 7, and an apparent missed call down on the sidelines. We go to Matt Nader. Matt, you guys were right there on it. Was it a fumble by Jamabo, and did the refs miss a call?
Joe, I was right here, right on the 10-yard line, looking right at it. I'll tell you, to me, that ball looked like it came out of his hands before his knee hit the ground. I do believe that was a bad call.
First down and 10 from the 39-yard line as Plano West gets away with 1 and 7. Handoff goes to Carter. Carter off left side, out past the left hash mark to the 40, out to the 45-yard line, and he's brought down at the 46. Keith Carter with a motor there and a pickup of 7 yards. It'll be second down and 3 as the nose of the football just inside the 46-yard line, as we have seen the ball being moved quite a bit here in the first half.
Yeah, Plano West defense has yet to show really any signs that they can stop this Westlake offense. 7 yards on first down, and now you see Sean Rawlings in the game.
And Rawlings at quarterback, and once again another false start, as you can see where that play was developing. As a false start again, that would be the third of the half for the Westlake Chaparrals.
5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Once again, the false starts have not hurt Westlake's offense so far. It'll bring up a second down and 8. And typically this season, especially early in the year, turnovers and I should say just drop balls really and bad snaps and penalties really killed this Westlake offense. But the way they're moving the ball today, I don't think 5 yards is going to hurt them too much.
Second down and 8 from their own 41-yard line. Play action. Here comes the pass, and it's caught over the middle by Chris Canner. Canner puts a hand on the ground at the 48-yard line, keeps his feet, and he makes his way into Plano West territory down to the 47-yard line. And once again, Chris Canner turning in a heck of a run after the catch, refusing to go down. And it's a first down for Westlake inside Plano West territory. A 10-yard gain for Chris Canner on the pass. Just a quick little route, run out of the backfield, and he makes the grab, and it's good for 10 yards.
Plano West defense is going to have to do something to slow down Chris Canner. He's been the guy for the Westlake offense so far in the first quarter and a half.
Play action again with 2 wide receivers each way. Just a quick hitch route, a 7-yard comeback route for Patrick Elliott. That catch is made just inside the 40, right around, I would say, the 41-yard line is where he made the grab. Reversed his field momentarily. Nose of the football right at the 41-yard line on the left hash. Again, Westlake moving from our vantage point here on the radio side, left to right. It'll be right to left on your television broadcast on YNN Sports, cable channel 1509, Sunday morning at 9 a.m. for the replay. On 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard pickup by Elliott, just a toss here to the near side, and going nowhere is Keith Carter. A nice play here individually for Plano West, and coming up is Colin Everly, the senior corner. He made the play on Carter, and checking into the ballgame here for Garrett Willis. Make that Chris Canner as they handed the ball off here to the near side. Now a loss of about 3 yards on the play, puts the ball back at the 44-yard line. And it's a 3rd down and 7 from the right hash mark here for the Westlake Chaparrals as Westlake breaks out of their huddle. 3rd down and 7 with 3 wide receivers to the far side left, 1 here to the near side right. Jordan Sievert now trying to avoid the rush. Gets away from 1 tackler, but he can't pick it up. Does Keith Carter in the backfield, and Jordan Sievert goes down at midfield. A nice play there in the open field for the Wolves defense, and it's Reggie Howard. Howard makes the tackle. It's a quarterback sack, and Westlake has to punt the ball away for the first time this afternoon.
Yeah, Chris Canner was Keith Carter was lined up in the backfield to give Jordan Sievert some protection. Lined up to the left, and the blitz came from the right. So a tough play there for Keith Carter to try to get over there to make the block, and couldn't get there.
Sailing a spiraling punt is Michael Barden. It'll hit at the 10-yard line, take a quick hop, and it's juggled just for a moment as it's tipped around and then corralled at the 10. And it looks like Westlake has recovered it, and it is going to be, I thought maybe momentarily that the gentleman on the far side tried to actually pick up the football as it was bouncing around, but it is going to be, Westlake was able to recover it, but it looked like really Connor Doyle was, or Austin Copeland was trying to get in and try to pick up the football.
Yeah, heads up play there by Copeland, because once a Westlake player touches the ball, any Plano West player can come in, pick up that football, and even if he drops the ball or fumbles the ball, the ball will stay with Plano West because of what is basically an illegal touching on Westlake. So he tried to go in there, pick up the football. There were a lot of Westlake defenders around. So even if he had muffed that ball and Westlake recovered, still would have been Plano West football. So that's why you're always taught as a punt team player to pick the ball up off the field and hand it to the referee.
1st down and 10 for the 14-yard line, and a huge play in the backfield is coming in is Karsten Hood, as once again Karsten Hood is able to jump the shark in the backfield, and a huge hit as he moves the ball back to the 10-yard line. No chance there as Karsten Hood really just laying the wood in the backfield. Anderson never had a chance as he got it on the snap. And it really was just a timing play where Hood was there. A loss of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 14. Handoff Jamabo. Jamabo hit, and as he crosses the line of scrimmage, dives forward for a 4-yard gain just outside the numbers on the right side. And it'll be 4 yards of clips there for Jamabo. And a nice play there for the Westlake Chaparral defense. Brecken Hager in the ball game now as he's involved in that tackle. We haven't seen Brecken in 3 ball games due to a torn muscle in his calf. And Jack Meredith back on the field as well. On 3rd down and 9. Corey back to pass. Now Corey looking. He's going to have to tuck it and run. He's running out of room, and Anthony Patino comes up from behind and drills Corey as he falls forward to the 18-yard line, and it will be a 4th down here for Plano West, and they'll send on the punt team. So Westlake, even though they had to punt after the quarterback sack, 3 and out, does the defense force Plano West. So they figured things out here in the 2nd quarter, even with that drive that Westlake was able to come up with where they did pick up 1 first down, John, even though they punted away. Field position by Michael Barton, a big key in that drive as Plano West forced to punt it away. And for the Wolves, it'll be Damon Fonchen. He'll launch a punt here to the near side. Tate Shaw is going to corral it and now move away from it. It'll fall dead at the 41-yard line. So pretty good field position here for the Westlake Chaparrals as they'll scrimmage from their own 41-yard line. Let's go down to the sidelines. Field position, a big one, Matt, and that was a nice job there by the Westlake defense.
Yeah, Westlake defense is really stepping up. That was a big drive for them, getting the Wolves out. One thing I want to point out for the offense is they're doing a great job. Coach Allman's doing a great job of matching up receivers out of the backfield on linebackers, and they're just wide open. And they're athletic enough and having enough blocking from the receivers to get an extra 5-7 yards downfield after they catch the ball.
That's Matt Nader down on the sidelines. Power eye look on 1st down and 10. The handoff will go up the middle out to the 45-yard line, and a nice carry there as amidst the traffic we get our first look at Alex Chavez. Chavez, the smaller of the two backs with Keith Carter, but definitely a lot to bring down with that lower half. He's able to use all 185 pounds as he's really the thunder, if you will, of this backfield. Him along with Chris Canner. And you think back to just 6 weeks ago where Westlake had 6 backs that they could hand the ball off to at any time. Depth, a huge opportunity after the 4-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Stopping and popping, throwing deep. And Jordan Sievert has a man, and that pass is caught inside the 10-yard line. Dragging a receiver with him, or a defender with him, I should say, is Brandon Box. Box trying to fight his way out of the tackle, and the coverage was there downfield by Logan Callett, and Brandon Box had nothing to do with it. He shook him off and picked up yards after he made the catch inside the 5-yard line down to the 4. It's 1st and goal Westlake. A 50-yard pickup from Jordan Sievert to Brandon Box, and it's 1st and goal Chaparrals.
Yeah, second time they've tried that, just the straight-out go by Brandon Box, taking advantage of the one-on-one coverage.
And a fake the toss, firing to the end zone, and that pass is overthrown, intended in the back of the end zone for Zach Dansby. Just a timing issue there between Sievert and Dansby. And it'll be second down and goal. The Westlake coaches here on the booth next to us not happy because Dansby was wide open.
Yeah, Dansby was wide open right around the A in the Trojans in the end zone here. And they come out in the I formation with Chavez dotting the I and one tight end.
2nd down and goal, handoff Chavez. Chavez trying to race his way into the end zone. Second effort, and he's got it. Touchdown Westlake. Alex Chavez into the end zone. Touchdown Westlake.
And big for Westlake to extend this lead back to 2 touchdowns. Plano West, we've seen all year long, is able to put streaks together during a game. A very streaky team. They'll go up by a few scores and then give up a few scores in a row like they did last week against Lufkin. So big for Westlake to get the early lead and keep that early lead and the momentum in this game.
Michael Barton on for the extra point. It's up, but it's good. 3:36 to play here in the half. It's Westlake 28, Plano West 14. This is Westlake football.
At age 40, attorney and Marine Corps reservist David Little was the picture of health until the left side of his body went completely numb.
We were on the phone while he was driving home when he suddenly stopped talking.
My dad had a stroke when he was driving me home.
I'm just really glad he ended up at St. David's, South Austin.
St. David's, South Austin saved my life.
Do you know what to do in an emergency? Visit stdavids.com to learn more.
It just creates momentum and some confidence that maybe that they didn't have before. It's been the case for us as well. You know, we've in our turnovers and being able to pick some balls off and be in the right place at the right time and just get momentum. And that's really the story of the playoffs year in and year out. When you've got a bunch of evenly matched teams like we do in Region 2, it's what it's come down to is who has created their own breaks and who have had a little come their way as well.
We welcome you back to Waco ISD Stadium, 28-14. Westlake leading Plano West, 3:36 to play here in the second quarter. The Salon at the Domain scoring drive, 4 plays, 58 yards, 50 of those yards on a pass play from Jordan Sievert to Brandon Box. 4-yard touchdown run by Alex Chavez. And for Chavez, that is his 8th touchdown of the season. And Chavez scores from 4 yards out. As we welcome you to live coverage of the Region 2 final, live from Waco ISD Stadium between Westlake and Plano West. The winner of this matchup goes on to play the winner of Waco Midway and Cedar Hill going on just up the road in Midlothian. Just a little short kickoff here, and that ball, I believe, is touched. And corralling it and picking it up at the 20-yard line is Zach Jadeo. And Jadeo able to corral that ball. Had a little bit of running room there, but it was swallowed up nicely. And a good play by the Westlake special teams. And it will be Plano West football at their own 21-yard line.
Folks, I want to tell you about the prestigious Austin Under 40 Awards Gala benefiting local charities. AU40 recognizes the best and brightest young professionals in the city of Austin and is currently accepting nominations. If you know of someone under the age of 40 who excels in their profession while demonstrating a commitment to community service, visit austinunder40.org for information on how to nominate someone as well as sponsorship opportunities.
And Travis Corey on the zone read, tripped up in the backfield. He falls forward for about a 2-yard gain, but a big hit in the backfield as he falls forward, does Corey, to about the 23-yard line, but the nose of the football going to be at the 24. It's 28-14, Westlake with the lead. Salon at the Domain is all about relationships. Make sure you give them a call at 832-8000. That's 832-8000. Plug that into your phone. It's holiday time, folks. And Salon at the Domain, proud sponsors of the Salon at the Domain scoring drive. Rolling right is Travis Corey. That pass caught at the 35-yard line for a first down. And it's a nice grab there in the open field for Plano West's receiver, Connor Doyle, of course, who had the big 57-yard catch in the first drive for Plano West on third down that converted that third down and turned into 7 points a couple of plays later with a 25-yard dash by Austin Anderson. Quick snap, first down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Jamabo is caught up in the backfield, then moves forward to about the 42-yard line. He bounces around like a pinball before he's brought down. At the bottom of that pile is Jack Meredith. Meredith helping him up. And Jamabo again favoring that right arm. You can see that it has taken its toll here in the first half. Jamabo with plenty of speed down below, but that right arm really ailing him. After the 3-yard pickup, it'll be second down and 7 from the 38. A two-step drop, that pass caught nicely by Zach Jadeo. The senior has the first catch of his ball game here individually, and he picks up a first down on second down and 7 with an 8-yard gain out to the Plano West 48-yard line.
That's where this passing game is so effective. The receivers do a great job of finding those holes in the zone and just stopping around 8 yards. And
on the
Corey
snap,
yep.
Sorry about that. Finished in just a moment. Corey going downfield, has a man. Jadeo is got loose a little bit there from John Dodd. Had about a 2-yard separation there inside the 20-yard line, but that pass overthrown and incomplete.
Yeah, and Corey has the ability to, he doesn't have a strong arm, but he has the ability to really pick you apart. He's an accurate passer. We see the deep ball there. Not a lot of deep balls for this Plano West offense, but they will take the shot when they feel it's there. And Jadeo did have a step on the Westlake defender, but Corey couldn't get it to him.
2 wide receivers here to the near side left, one to the far side right. On play action, Corey looking to throw, has a man, and that is caught for a first down at the 40-yard line in Chaparral territory. Once again, you mentioned the accuracy. It's there once again to Connor Doyle underneath the defense. It's good for about a 12-yard pickup and a first down for Connor Doyle at the Westlake 40-yard line.
And against an offense this powerful, a lot of times you'll just kind of play a bend but don't break. You'll give up those short routes and try to force them eventually into a 3rd and long.
And the handoff this time will go to Anderson. Anderson looking for room, runs into traffic as he crosses the 37-yard line down to the 36 before he's wrapped up by a team of Chaparrals. Hudson Hall in there on the stop, as well as Jack Meredith. So whatever was ailing Jack Meredith, you can see he's limping just a little bit, John, but he has come back to play, and he has had a head on the running backs for this Plano West Wolf offense. It's a gain of 3. It'll be second down and 7. Now Corey rolling here to the near side. Travis Corey firing it up, has a man downfield, but it is out of bounds. It's caught, but it is out of bounds. As Austin Copeland had room, John Dodd came over late, and Karsten Hood and Bennett Huddleston also getting in on the opportunity there, but Copeland was clearly out of bounds when he made that grab. 3rd down coming up for Plano West, and a big break there for Westlake.
Yeah, had him open, just really threw him out of bounds. Really, that ball sailed over the shoulder of Copeland to the outside and had no chance to catch that ball and stay in bounds. So a big play, and a big play right here for the Westlake defense and for the Plano West offense on 3rd down and 7.
From the right hash at the Chaparral 37-yard line, zone read, and the handoff goes up the middle to Jamabo. Jamabo inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line, and Jamabo picks up 8 yards at a first down. Looked like the ball came out again, but Jamabo clearly down at the 29-yard line. It'll be a first down and 10 inside the 30, right at the 29, and Jamabo again jogging off the field, favoring that right shoulder as that right arm has gone limp.
Yeah, this one's going to be tough to come back from here. That's certainly the most we've seen him favor that right arm. As now we're going to get a timeout for Plano West. They got the replacement in there a little late.
And we will take a timeout as well. Live from Waco ISD Stadium, it's Westlake 28, Plano West 14. This is Westlake football.
For 102 years, the Coverts have set the standard for car dealers in Central Texas. Hi, I'm Jenny Covert, and your parents, grandparents, and even some of your great-grandparents have shopped with my family. Our service, our inventory, and of course, our low Covert price are the reasons over 1 million customers come back again and again. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Auto Group, Austin, Bastrop, and Hutto.
On game days, you see me running out here with close to 100 other people. It's a team effort. It takes all of us to make UT football a success. It's a lot like you and your finances. You need to surround yourself with the best people in the business. That's where University Federal Credit Union comes in. The UFCU team works hard to make sure your financial game plan is always in shape. University of Texas Athletics and University Federal. So close, we share the same name.
Welcome back to Waco ISD Stadium here as we get a good look at the Westlake sidelines and the defense trying to hold here on 1st down and 10 after that 8-yard pickup by Jamabo. Jamabo jogged off the field, clearly injured with 1:22 to play here in the second quarter. Rolling right is White. White avoids one tackler, fires over the middle, and that pass tipped away, intended for Copeland here on the near side. And it looked like Alec Cohen was there to tip the ball away. And White was very close to the line of scrimmage before he let that pass go. But Copeland unable to come up with it, and a nice play there by Travis Corey, as he eluded one tackler to just get out of the way and get that pass off. Very impressed with how elusive he is in the backfield. Travis Corey hands off to Anderson. Anderson inside the 25-yard line, darts right by a defender inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line, and down to the 17-yard line. So a big pickup and another 1st down with the clock moving at 1:10.
Westlake coach Darren Allman before the game really bragging on that Plano West right tackle Zach White, able to make a kick-out block right there. Spring Anderson for a big game as Jamabo now comes back in the game with that injured right shoulder.
And he gets the handoff on the call on 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line, and he can't get to the outside, and Alec Cohen brings him down, and you can see he is favoring that right shoulder. He's trying to go, folks, but he cannot do it as he loses yardage back to the 22-yard line, and that might be it for Jamabo for at least a half. We'll see if he can come back from that, but you can clearly see that right arm is just dangling there, and the trainers will take a look at Soso Jamabo on 2nd down and 15 after the loss of 5. Corey Travis trying to make his way across the line of scrimmage, spins out of one tackler, but he can't make it out of the grab of Alec Cohen and Karsten Hood. Hood delivers the blow at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards on the play after Travis Corey had to run around for a little bit. Thought maybe he might get away, but a timeout has been called by Plano West. Let's go down to the sidelines and Matt Nader. Matt, it just doesn't look like Soso Jamabo is even able to land properly without that shoulder or that right arm really bugging him.
Yeah, really from the first play of their offensive drive, I could tell that Jamabo was really not playing at 100%. He got tackled right over here on the boundary towards where we are, the Westlake Shap side, and he got up slow and lumbered back to the huddle. And I could tell you he's been playing about 75-80% the entire game. And really, I'll be surprised if he comes back out. And if he plays, you know, he's the kind of guy. He's young. He doesn't have a whole lot of experience. Westlake could get a few fumbles off him.
A sophomore, and we mentioned, in fact, on the ride up here and just doing our research as far as what Jamabo brings to this ball club. You remember when you have these schools in the Plano ISD area, they're so huge. In fact, all of them 5A schools, that a lot of the Plano high schools, as growth happened in this part of the DFW Metroplex, they actually had to build additional school space. So Jamabo doesn't even go to class in the same buildings as his junior and senior teammates. Anderson, Flax, Travis Corey. Corey back to pass, fires over the middle. That pass is juggled and incomplete. And now it'll be pass interference against Westlake, and pumped up in the back of the end zone is the intended receiver, Austin Copeland. And Copeland felt like he got pushed off on, and that is the case, as it most likely will be pass interference here with 24 seconds to play in the half. Westlake leading by 14.
And we see the replay here as Corey delivers a pass, and Jack Meredith gets there a
Pass
little
interference
early.
On the defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
I think he had the right arm around Copeland. It looked like a good call to me live. Couldn't tell on the replay, but got the call nonetheless to bring up a 1st down for the Plano West Wolves. With 24 seconds left, they'll get the ball at the 6-yard line, and they have one timeout. So certainly, no doubt, want to get into the end zone here, down 14 would be big for momentum to get a score on the board, a touchdown on the board, and cut this thing to 7 going into the locker room.
2 wide receivers each way as Plano West spreads it out. Austin Anderson, the lone back. He'll flank Travis Corey as Corey backs up. He'll stand to the left of Corey along that left hash mark. Here comes the weak side blitz, and Corey running up the middle, leaping over one tackler, and he is into the end zone. He left right over Brecken Hager, and from 6 yards out, Travis Corey has scored for the Wolves. And with that, Corey showing you just how knowledgeable he is in decision-making there. As he saw on the weak side, the blitz was coming. He ran right away from Alec Cohen and ran right over Brecken Hager for the score. Touchdown, Plano West.
You're exactly right. The defensive call was to the opposite side, and a perfect call for Plano West. And that offensive line for Plano West, one of the best offensive lines we've seen all year.
Zach Meyer delivers the point after touchdown. It is up and it is good. So with 20 seconds remaining here in the first half, Westlake clinging to now a 7-point lead. Westlake 28, Plano West 21. We're live from Waco ISD Stadium, the home of the University Trojans and the Waco Lions. And it has played host to several electric playoff games, including one a week ago between the Lufkin Panthers and these same Plano West Wolves. It came down to a last-second field goal try, a 29-yard field goal try here that was not necessarily into the wind, John. They had the wind at their back, and it seemed like just a chip shot, but a little problem holding the football on the snap. And it was a makeable field goal, and we'll never know what the result from that game would have been should that hold have been true and the kick had gone through to tie the ball game up in the waning seconds of that region semifinal here that happened a week ago between these Wolves and the Lufkin Panthers. So that's how the Plano West Wolves arrived here at their first ever region final game between the Westlake Chaparrals.
And Plano West had a 48-24 lead in the third quarter of that game, then went down 52-48 late in the fourth quarter. Was able to put a touchdown drive together to get up 55-52, and then, like you said, the heartbreaking missed field goal by Lufkin in the final seconds.
Parker Davidson delivers the kickoff. It's fielded for the third time here by Sean Rawlings. Rawlings out to the 15, to the 20, escapes one tackler before he's absolutely crushed at the 25-yard line. A nice play there in the open field on special teams. Once again, we get a good look at Parker Dunn, who made the hit on Sean Rawlings. So it's first down and 10. Westlake has 13 seconds left, and they will have all three of their timeouts, but they lead 28-21, John.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see here if Westlake comes out in a run formation and just runs this football. 3 timeouts, but only 13 seconds left. They're going to send, looks like Brandon Box maybe out to the 10-yard line. So this is going to be a kneel down for the Westlake Chaparrals, and they'll take it to the locker room with a 7-point lead.
Jordan Siebert under center with 13 seconds remaining in the half. He'll take a knee, hand it to the referee, Mike Mull, and it looks like that will be the case as Westlake will draw to the locker room here at Waco ISD Stadium, where 2 weeks ago they absolutely destroyed the A&M Consolidated Tigers, a rematch from a 35-17 loss back in September in the non-district round, as Westlake jogs off the field here with a halftime lead of 7. Westlake 28, Plano West 21 here for the Region 2 final. Coming up, you'll hear the Mini of Austin halftime show from our radio and internet streaming at westlakenation.com. And, of course, you can follow us on social media as well at facebook.com/Westlake Sports. And, of course, our Twitter handle as well, at Westlake Sports. Again, your halftime score, it's Westlake 28 and Plano West 21. We'll get the thoughts of Darren Allman here right now as he is joined by the lifetime Longhorn and the lifetime Chaparral and former offensive lineman Matt Nader. Matt?
Coach Allman, in the thick of an exciting quarterfinal game here, you've been able to maintain a 2-score buffer for literally the entire game, except for until 20 seconds here in the second quarter. What do we need to do to come out in the second half and dictate the game?
Well, we've got to control inside the tackle box on defense. They're doing a great job. We knew they were really good up front on their offensive line. They're really good at getting their hands on you, and I call it holding, but I don't think they're illegal. I just think that they're really good up front. What they're doing a good job with is chop blocking inside the tackles, and they're getting us off our feet a little bit. So we got to stay on our feet and just play better defense. Offense looks good right now. We got to keep going. Every stop's going to be a big stop. So we just got to get more than they do in the second half.
All right, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
The thoughts of head coach Darren Allman with Matt Nader on the sidelines. Back up in the UFCU broadcast booth, Joe Taylor alongside John Nidell. John, it's been pretty simple. Good play up front by the offensive line. Plano West has stayed in this ball game after being down by as many as 14 points just a few seconds ago. They're able to cap a 14-yard drive. Impressive play for Plano West, even without Soso Jamabo.
That's right. There were a couple times during that first half when you thought, Westlake might be on the brink of taking even a 3-touchdown lead and kind of blowing the game open, but Plano West did a great job of responding, and especially that last touchdown of the first half, a huge touchdown to gain some momentum heading into the locker room, make it a 28-21 game, and really it's anybody's ball game now heading on to the second half.
It's all about halftime adjustments defensively for Westlake, and Plano West obviously has to figure out the Westlake offense as they've been able to score at will. We'll have all the updates on our radio halftime show, but now with the television side taking a break for just a minute, we will take a timeout as well. Again, your halftime score from Waco ISD Stadium, part of the Division II 5A Region 2 final. It's Westlake 28, Plano West 21. This is Westlake football. We welcome you back to Waco ISD Stadium. The Mini of Austin halftime show completed. 28-21, your score here for the Region 2 final. A pretty exciting first half. Now it's all about adjustment, John.
That's right. Plano West comes out with the football in the second half. It's going to be important for the Westlake defense to come up with some stops. I think Westlake's defense showed more so than Plano West's defense in that first half the ability to get some stops, and that's going to be key. Stops are at a premium when you have two offenses like this. And Plano West defense has struggled at times to stop Westlake's offense, but it's going to be a great second half with some fireworks as well.
A lot of points on the board. Let's go ahead and take a look at those first half stats as we do so now, and we get a good look at just how the teams have fared. When you take a look at the opportunity to take a look at these stats, really they match up well, and we knew that coming in, John, that Westlake and Plano West were going to match up well. And for the Westlake Chaparrals, 111 yards on the ground to Plano West's 164, 101 yards through the air. So very balanced attack for both ball clubs. A little bit more heavy on the passing yardage for Westlake with 191 yards through the air. 302 yards for Westlake, 265 total for Plano West. Westlake has the opportunity with 11 first downs to just 9 for the Plano West Wolves. And no turnovers for the Westlake Chaparrals, just the one turnover, the interception by Derek Cohen. But very important, it led to points, which is the difference in the ballgame right now.
Exactly, and that's what Westlake's defense has been so good at, especially in the playoffs. It's not only the turnovers that are key, but it's the points off those turnovers. And we talked about last week with the 3 touchdowns. It was a 85-yard drive for Westlake coming off that interception. So certainly the turnover didn't give Westlake the ball in great field position, but Westlake's offense had a great first half with over 300 yards and 191 through the air. We thought that Jordan Sievert would have a good game with not a lot of wind today, and of course this Plano West defense, and that's turning out to be the case.
It really is. Let's go down to the sidelines, and Abe Garcia down on the sidelines. Injury updates, Abe. When you look at the guys that got banged up a little bit in the first half, but it looked like everybody, including Chris Cantor and Jack Meredith, came back into this ball game healthy.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's back in the game. Everybody looks healthy. Jack Meredith, came a little bit limping. He's grimacing a little bit on the sidelines, but he's back. He should be ready to get to go. This is going to be a big drive for the Westlake defense. The pressure's always been on them to make plays for the offense, to be able to take this team to every single round. Plano West gets the ball first. Big stop for Westlake right off the bat.
And it's all about how you come out of the third quarter locker room, really, John, when you think about it, because right now Plano West is kind of in the driver's seat when you think about it, because they have, yes, a 7-point deficit, but they get to start with their football team and the power of their football team, what they do very, very well from the onset. And we take a look at the bracket overall on our graphic here. You can see just how the Division II bracket looks here in 5A play. With Westlake and Plano West, the winner will go on to the state semifinal game between Midway and Cedar Hill. That game going on about 100 miles up the road at Midlothian ISD. Across the bracket in Region 3, it's Katy and Cy Ranch. Katy all over Cy Ranch early in that one. And Brandeis and Cibolo Steel. Steel definitely a contender here. They are perfect on the season with Jonathan Brockton and company. When the Steel Knights decide to put that run game to good use, they are a very tough team to stop. as is the Katy Tigers. And Katy armed with a defense, and we know what the coaching staff here at Westlake would definitely like to see in a state final between Region 2 and Region 3, which would be Westlake and Katy, if the Chaparrals are able to be victorious today. But it'll be Michael Barton kicking off from left to right, and we are underway here in the second half. A 28-21 lead, and that ball is muffed and now retrieved by Gidio, and Gidio able to come up with it at the 25-yard line. And Michael Barton is really just trying on kickoffs to angle the ball and not even allow Plano West's athletes deep to even make a play to get good return yardage. So again, good strategy here as Michael Barton, with the first time really in this playoff run without a wind in his face.
Yeah, and those kicks can be so effective at causing turnovers too. We have almost seen it twice on mishandled pooch kicks by the Plano West kick receiving team, but fortunate there to retain possession is Plano West.
And for the Plano West Wolves, it'll be Travis Corey, and he'll be wrapped up in the backfield. A loss of one on the play. Justin Miller getting in the backfield. A quarterback sack. A loss of one as the defensive line holds. A lot of traffic up front, but penetration was there. And it looks like right now we see Luke Womack along with Michael Edwards and Jacob Mansour and Justin Miller. Hudson Hall and Karsten Hood, along with Alec Cohen, Bennett Huddleston, and Derek Cohen man the corners as most of the starters, all of the starters out there to start. On second down and 11, rolling is Travis Corey. Corey has an opportunity to make his way out past the 25-yard line, and that one is coming back, as you can hear Abe Garcia down on the sidelines, as clearly there was a hold on that play, and Mike Mole will tell us about it. And it will be holding, so that'll negate the run there, and it was a nice one of about 7 yards out to the 30-yard line. As Mike Mole tells us about it, it is holding.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
So it will be second down, but a 10-yard penalty backs the football up inside the 15-yard line, down to the 14 here in Plano West territory. Two wide receivers each way as Plano West dressed in their black uniforms with white numerals, blue pants with the black helmet and the wolf on the side. The handoff goes to Anderson. Anderson straight up the gut across the 20 out to the 24-yard line before he's tripped up, running right through the gut of this defense here for the Westlake Chaparrals. A big gain out to the 24-yard line, a pickup of 10 yards on the play. But it's third down and 11 as the ball just a yard shy of the original line of scrimmage at the 25-yard line. Michael Edwards checks out. And on third down and 11 from their own 24. To the left is Anderson. Now rolling left is Corey. Travis looking here to the near side. That pass picked off by John Dodd. John Dodd has the football. He's racing to the Westlake side of the field, and he's upended, and Westlake has picked off Travis Corey again. John Dodd, in as many weeks, he has really made this defense aware of his presence as he picks off Travis Corey. He had a fumble recovery for a touchdown last week. He had an interception last week, and now he has an interception this week in the Region 2 final as John Dodd turns away the opening possession for Plano West, and Westlake has the football at the Plano West 36-yard line. First down and 10 in the shotgun. A back on either side of Jordan Sievert. Two receivers here to the near side. Zone read play, and the handoff goes to Rawlings, and Rawlings goes down at the 40-yard line. It's a loss of 4 yards on the play. Second down and 14 coming up for Westlake.
On the interception, Travis Corey simply did not see John Dodd sitting near the sideline, and he was able to come back near the receiver and pick that pass off. And the first guy to meet John Dodd as he got up off the turf was Coach Allman, who ran out all the way to the numbers and really jumped all over John Dodd. Great to see a head coach get that excited for a player making a play in the playoffs, giving Westlake the ball with a 7-point lead.
Westlake up now, second down and 14 from their own 40. Play action, looking here to the near side. That pass caught at the 38. And Patrick Elliott trying to stay in bounds and does as he tight ropes the sideline and dives down to the 31-yard line. Nifty running there after the catch by Patrick Elliott. No first down. It'll be third and manageable, though, as Elliott's effort right in front of the Plano West bench picks up additional yardage down to the 31-yard line.
And this is the kind of field position that you're glad to have a guy like Michael Barton in case you don't pick this up.
On third down and 5 from the 31. Two-step drop out of the gun. Jordan looking, shakes off one tackler, fires over the middle, and that pass is caught. It's a low pass, and it's caught right at the 25-yard line by Brandon Box. And he has made the grab at the 25, and it's good for a first down by a yard. What an amazing way to deliver the football as Jordan Sievert, clearly, John, was looking to get sacked. He stayed on his feet and just delivered the ball. Manageable enough that Brandon Box could make the catch.
Yeah, heck of a job. So hard as a quarterback to keep your eyes downfield field in that situation.
First down and 10, power eye look, toss sweep. Student body coming here to the near side. Keith Carter picks up a block inside the 20, down to the 18, down to the 17-yard line. A pickup of 8 yards for Keith Carter, and nice up front blocking there for the Chaparrals is really student body right. Went all Keith Carter, and he just followed the blocks.
We saw a couple injuries on the front of this defensive line for Plano West, namely Josh Webb earlier in the game. We've yet to see him return. Could be a big loss for this Plano West defensive line as Westlake really powering over them right now.
Power eye look, second down and 10, toss sweep to the left. Now Carter stopping, secures the football, and he races down inside that right hash mark down to the 15 to the 14-yard line. And it looked like on that toss, Keith Carter, who's had some fumble issues this season, was able to corral the football and really cradle it before he got into traffic inside the 15. But it's good enough for a first down. A 4-yard pickup there for Keith Carter, and it's a first down and 10 situation here for the Chaparrals inside the 14-yard line.
Jordan really needs to make sure that those pitches are right on the hands of the running back. A couple on this drive already have been away from the body of the running back. It's been tough catches on those sweeps.
On first down and 10, Jordan looking to pass. Has a man. That pass caught at the 11-yard line by Brandon Box. He falls forward to the 9-yard line. Good defense there on the near side as Hall was there for Plano West. But once again, Brandon Box fighting his way inside the attempts of the tacklers there as he made the grab at the 10-yard line. So it's a good pickup on first down of what technically is about 3.5 yards. It'll be second down and a long 6 here. Under center, deep setback is Carter. Carter will get the handoff. Carter off left side, inside the 5-yard line, down to the 4, and he's close to a first down. It'll be a 3rd and 1 situation here. The first down marker in between the 4 and the 3-yard line, and Carter got to the 4, and a big opportunity as Westlake races to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 1, looks like a quarterback keeper on a power eye look. No, they're going to run it, and the handoff goes to, I believe, Keith Carter inside the 4, down to the 3-yard line, and it looks like Carter has enough for a first down. Though Keith Carter gets the handoff on a very quick snap as Carter picks up the first down, but it looks like they're going to measure, and the referee, Mike Mole, actually going to call a timeout here for the measurement. 7:44 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And it will be a measurement here to gauge where the football is between the 4 and the 3-yard line, which is right where the first down marker is, John.
Yeah, I love the strategy of going hurry up on those short down and distance situations. Try to get that defense just a little bit on their heels and not ready. That's really your best chance, is it's going to be 4th and short.
Yeah, 4th and short by a few inches
and you
here.
No doubt expect Westlake to try to power forward and pick up this first down on 4th down. When you go quickly like that and really don't allow that defense to set up, but still a great job by that Plano West defense to get ready and stop Westlake short of the marker.
So it'll be 4th and inches here. It's a no-brainer with your score 28-21, and this is the opening drive for Westlake on the interception by John Dodd. They're looking to pick up about maybe 6 inches. 6'4" quarterback Jordan Sievert.
Right
Jordan Sievert under center, and he is going to sneak it. He'll dive forward for a full yard down to the 2-yard line, and it's 1st and goal Westlake. We go down to the sidelines at Abe Garcia. Abe, that's when a 6'4" quarterback comes in handy.
Well, you know, that's exactly right, Joe. I mean, 6'4", all he had to do is dive over the line. Coach Allman couldn't be happier the way his team came out. Defense comes in, makes a turnover, sets up the offense here for a big drive to put them up 2 scores possibly.
You know, and I just don't get the alignment there by the defensive front. Didn't have anybody lined up over the center. Way too much room. That's why immediately I said this is just going to be a sneak. Nobody over the center, and an easy first down for Jordan Sievert.
1st and goal from the 2. Power eye look. Handoff. Keith Carter trying to get in for the 3rd time today, and he does. Touchdown, Keith Carter. And for the 2nd time this afternoon, the Westlake Chaparrals have turned a Plano West turnover into points. Touchdown, Westlake.
Well, a big touchdown there. Westlake has had a 2-touchdown lead on 2 different occasions before this one. And, you know, when you get a 2-touchdown lead in the 3rd quarter, it really puts Plano West in a tough situation, almost a must-score situation, but we know their offense is certainly capable.
The point after touchdown by Michael Barton, good. 7:10 to play, 3rd quarter. Westlake 35, Plano West 21. This is Westlake football.
At age 40, attorney and Marine Corps reservist David Little was the picture of health, until the left side of his body went completely numb.
We were on the phone while he was driving home when he suddenly stopped talking.
My dad had a stroke when he was driving me home.
I'm just really glad he ended up at St. David's, South Austin.
St. David's, South Austin saved my life.
Do you know what to do in an emergency? Visit stdavids.com to learn more.
Beyond companionship, there are other reasons we call dog man's best friend. For years, dogs have been trained to detect all kinds of things, like bed bugs. ABC's bedbug dog can detect bed bugs in the smallest cracks and crevices at any stage of development with amazing accuracy, even more accurate than the most skilled pest specialists. And accurate detection means quicker, more cost-effective elimination. If you suspect a bedbug problem, call us, ABC Home and Commercial Services, specialists for your environment.
And we welcome you back. Michael Barden waiting to kick this one away here. 7:10 remaining in the third quarter, and Westlake strikes first. After John Dodd picked off Travis Corey, Westlake able to go on a scoring drive. A 10-play, 36-yard drive took 3 minutes and 38 seconds off this third quarter clock. A 2-yard touchdown run by Keith Carter. And for the first time really this afternoon, Keith Carter drills this one. In fact, it's his second kickoff that he's actually given a true effort to. And this one bounces out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. So for the Wolves, now down 14, John, they really have to get something going here on offense. They've been able to move the football, and they've been able to do so in chunks. But now it's about putting points on the board with time now the enemy.
And it's so difficult. Plano West is so used to having that three-headed monster, and Jamabo is not going to play in the second half. We didn't see him on that first drive, and just to have two options in the backfield between Corey and Austin Anderson, really an advantage to the Westlake defense. From the 25-yard line, a no-step drop. This pass juggled and dropped. It's incomplete, intended on the far sideline for the senior wideout, Connor Doyle. And for Doyle receiving, he actually had a pretty good first half. 3 catches, 80 yards, of course, 57 of those on the third play of the game for Plano West. And almost Derek Cohen there, Johnny, on the spot to pick that ball off as that ball went up in the air. On second down and 10 off the incompletion, zone read, and now the handoff goes to Anderson. Anderson with nowhere to go. He falls forward for maybe about a 3-yard gain. A lot of traffic up front there as Alec Cohen just jets into the middle of the field to aid in the tackling of Austin Anderson, and it's third down. Quick substitution here. Canyon Mansky into the ballgame along with Tate Shaw. And Westlake has this offense of Plano West completely off schedule, going with a short hitch route on first down with plenty of defenders around him, playing press coverage, and then the run for 3 yards on second down. Third down and 7 here on the shotgun snap. It's an option here to the near side. Corey's going to run it. He's picked up the first down out past the 35-yard line as he bounces it outside the left hash mark to the 40. A nice pickup there on a option play, and it's a first down for Westlake. And let's go down to the sidelines and Abe Garcia.
Hey, Joe. Running back Jamambo is standing behind Coach Hughes there on the Plano West sideline. It looks like he's got an ace bandage almost wrapped halfway down to his bicep. Obviously, he looks like he's ready to come back in the game, but his return is obviously questionable.
And the handoff goes to Austin Anderson, and Anderson able to get out of one grasp out of the backfield and shoots forward for a 9-yard pickup. Michael Edwards there to really get in front of him and get in his way, I should say. So it's a 9-yard pickup there for Austin Anderson, and it'll be second down and 1 here with 2 wide receivers each way. A very quick snap to Anderson. Anderson takes the handoff from Corey. Corey gives it to him very, very quickly. And this high-pace offense here for Plano West really picking up yardage in chunks, and a big first down run there as the chains move into Westlake territory. And that ball resting at the 46-yard line as Austin Anderson just once again guts the Chaparral defense straight up the middle. Copeland coming in as a wide receiver, but he'll line up as a back to the right side of Corey. A back on either side, and now flags fly here as it's going to be early movement by Plano West, as a really interesting substitution issue there with Copeland coming in at the last minute, John. And Coach Allman might be talking to the line judge about that.
Prior to the snap, false start on the option. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Mike Mule giving us the ruling there, so one thing that it does do, that penalty, it kind of slows the momentum just a tad, John.
Yeah, what Coach Allman is wanting the umpire to go over and stand over the center when they make a late substitution like that to allow the defense to make an adjustment as well, and the umpire did not do that on that last play.
On first down and 15 from the 49-yard line in Plano territory, option play again. This time Corey able to get to the second level out to the 45-yard line. He's back into Westlake territory down to the Chaparral 45-yard line, and a nice stop there. It's a gain of 7 yards, and it picks up 2 yards from the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be second down and a long 9. And really the combination of Michael Edwards and Derek Cohen dropping Corey after that run.
Yeah, Justin Miller goes off to the sideline in pain. It looked like he was about to make a tackle and looked like he grabbed his shoulder and went down.
Rolling here to the near side, Corey tripped up in the backfield. He goes down. Michael Edwards and Brandon Eyrich wrap up Corey at the 50-yard line. A huge sack, and it forces third down here for the Plano West Wolves.
Well, Michael Edwards, really the star of the game a couple of weeks ago, and Brandon Eyrich combined for the sack. A huge play for the defense to bring up a 3rd and 14. And right here, you can certainly bet on Plano West going to the air, so it's going to be those defensive backs of Westlake going to play tight on those receivers.
3rd down and 14, the ball in midfield. Going over the middle is Corey. Has a man, and that pass is incomplete. And right now, you know that Austin Copeland, after that substitution issue, really caused the false start. You knew that Copeland wanted to come down with that one, and the senior could not come up with it, not for lack of effort. He laid out beautifully for that ball, just a bit overthrown. And how huge is the sack by Michael Edwards and Brandon Eyrich? It's forced a punt here from midfield for Damon Foncham.
Big stop for the Westlake defense, coming off a touchdown from the offense. Really, Plano West needed a touchdown drive to answer. Couldn't get it, and now Westlake has a huge opportunity.
The punt is away by Foncham. It's an end-over-end punt that'll sail inside the 10. Tate Shaw will pick it up at the 8. Tate running to the far side, has some room, and there's a flag thrown on the far side as he'll step out of bounds at the 20-yard line in front of the Westlake bench, and my palms are up as well, John, as it didn't even look like there was any opportunity for a hold on special teams here on Westlake, but perhaps maybe a block in the back. Tate Shaw, we get a good look at the replay, and John, he really had some yardage to work with there on the far sideline, just trying to search downfield for that hole, and he's able to return it about 12 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be a block in the back.
Illegal block in the back. Half the distance to the goal penalty. First down, Westlake.
And I don't agree with that call. I was watching that block. It was right on the side of the guy pursuing Tate Shaw. The block was on the side, and the guy that was about 25 yards, the official, the line judge down here, about 25 yards up the field, threw that flag when there was an official about 10 yards behind the play who was looking right at it and chose not to throw the flag, but really backs Westlake's offense up now inside of their own 5-yard line.
35-21, Westlake with the lead, 4:06 to play, third quarter. Just a straight handoff up the middle, and maybe diving forward for about a yard gain is Keith Carter. Carter a little disappointed with his lack of space there between the guards and tackles, but a little bit of operating room here at the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9 here as the Chaparrals lead 35-21 here in the Region 2 5A final. And for the right to play the winner of Cedar Hill and Waco Midway. Power eye look under center into the sun. Go the Chaparrals in the third quarter. Handoff to Cantor, actually, as he steps over one tackler and makes his way out to the 8-yard line, is where Cantor's forward mobility was stopped. And he's able to make his way out between the 8 and the 9-yard line on that left hash, John. Just a nice, tough run there by Chris Cantor to get the ball out just shy of the 10-yard line and give Jordan Sievert an opportunity here on 3rd and 5.
Exactly. Great job by Cantor. Gives Sievert and the offensive line a little more room. You feel a lot more comfortable with Jordan dropping back and sitting in the pocket, knowing that he's not going to be in the end zone.
Josh Latham checks in as a receiver here to the near side, box the receiver to the left. And now a play action pass. Jordan going down the middle, has a man, and this one is overthrown. It looked like turning to the outside was Jordan, expecting Brandon Box to go on the go route. And Box was headed towards the sideline, and the two just got a bit on the different pages there, and it will be a punt for the Westlake Chaparrals on the incomplete pass to Brandon Box.
And a huge defensive stand for the Plano West defense, aided by that block in the back on Westlake on the punt return. And they should get good field position here and really have an opportunity to correct the mistake on the last drive, not getting a touchdown.
Gidio back deep to receive, as is Copeland. Copeland will watch this one hit at the 45-yard line, take a nice Westlake hop back into Plano West territory, and the Chaparrals will down it at the 46-yard line. So a nice punt there for Michael Barden. It is a 45-yard punt for Michael Barden, and a short field here for Plano West, who got turned away on that last drive in part by a combination sack between Michael Edwards and Brandon Eyrich. It really thwarted the drive, but it'll be 1st down and 10 The ball just outside the 46-yard line. And Soso Jamabo back on the field for the Plano West Wolves.
We'll see if they give him the carry, and we'll be watching that right arm very carefully.
First down and 10 from the 46-yard line. The first handoff will go to Samabo. Samabo spins out of one tackler trying to get to the outside, and Jack Meredith brings him down along with two other teammates, including Derek Cohen on the far sideline. Jamabo stays in bounds, and once again, he is slow to get up. Let's go down to the sidelines and Abe Garcia.
Hey, as you can see there, he was carrying the ball there with his left hand very gingerly. Now he's running off the field, his arm down, Joe. Hey, going back to the penalty and the block in the back, that flag came in from the 30-yard line of the Plano West sideline. You got to help but think that maybe there's a little bit influence, a little bit coaches in that referee's ear.
Yeah, it came from the near side of the field on that block in the back. On the option play, second down and 12, a pitch here to the 40-yard line. Now Anderson's going to run out of real estate at the 45-yard line, and it was Karsten Hood and Michael Edwards right in front of the Plano West bench that made that play. And you could see both heads of steam there by Michael Edwards and Luke Womack, able to come across the field and flank Anderson on that option pitch from Corey.
And I just don't see any reason why Jamaba would come back in this football game. You see the couple of carries since he really aggravated that shoulder, just been really tentative and has not, both were tackles for losses. I just can't see him being an effective runner in this ball game.
Plano West on third down and 11. Now Corey escapes. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck it and run. And that is a tackle at the 50-yard line. A nice play there by Alec Cohen along with Michael Edwards. As you could see, kind of in a Tony Romo-like direction, John. He was trying to point his receiver downfield because no one was behind his receivers downfield. He had a wide open passing lane, and no one would heed his directional calls there. And Corey just forced to run the football and got very close to a first down, but he was dragged down there by Michael Edwards and Alec Cohen, and it's fourth down, punting time here as the Chaparrals and the Wolves trade punts here with Boncham on to punt for the second time here in the quarter. And a direct snap, it's a fake to Copeland. Copeland's going to pick up the first down. What a gutsy call here by Plano West as the Wolves pick up a first down on a fake punt, direct snap to Austin Copeland, and it's first down Plano West.
It really didn't fool the Westlake special teams either. Westlake was in position, just good blocking at the point of attack by the Wolves, and able to leap over a defender was Austin Copeland, and able to pick up that first down. A huge play here to keep possession now at the Westlake 43-yard line. We're almost to the end of the third quarter.
And once again, a fresh set of downs here inside 25 seconds to play. With the sun at their back, Corey and company, along with Anderson in the backfield, on first and 10 from the Chaparral 43-yard line. Handoff Anderson. Anderson tackled there as he makes his way behind the 35-yard line, inside the 32, down to the 31. John Gott on the tackle, but it's a gain inside the 32-yard line, down to the 31. A 12-yard pickup there and a first down for the Plano West Wolves. Three wide receivers here to the near side left. 8 seconds, and this might do it. Might be the last play of the third quarter if they get it off, and they do. Corey just running on an option play here on a direct quarterback keeper. He'll run to the outside, and Derek Cohen will shove him out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A pickup of almost 7 yards on that play, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Again, after 3 quarters of play here in the Division II Region II final, it's Westlake 35, Plano West 21. This is Westlake football.
Coach, in my career, or, and I was a defensive coach. I've been a defensive player, and I love defense. But that really doesn't have anything to do with it. I think our staff and our players also appreciate good defense and understand the importance of it. So that's our identity, and it'll remain that way. And if we can catch fire offensively, like it looks like we're getting ready to start doing, then we've got a chance to keep on playing.
And we welcome you back to Waco ISD Stadium, the site of the Division II 5A Region II final between Plano West and Westlake. 35-21, Westlake with a 14-point lead, but a second down and 4 here. Now the Plano West Wolves will move into the sun as it sets in the west. The sun shining right down on the players' eyes as They will move left to right on your radio and internet dials. They'll move left to right on our television broadcast, and it'll be replayed Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on YNN Sports, cable channel 1509. Zone replay. The handoff goes to Anderson. Anderson straight up the gut, inside the 25-yard line, down to the 21. And it looks like he'll actually fall down at the 20-yard line. A slew of tacklers on that play. Jacob Mansour, along with Brecken Hager, making the tackle at the 20. So it's a first down at the 20-yard line as Plano West trying to move inside the red zone here with 10 seconds off that fourth quarter clock as we come to the final quarter of regulation play here in the Region 2 Finals. Zone read. Corey's going to keep it inside the 15-yard line, and he's wrapped up by Brandon Eyrick, and a flag is thrown here on the near side at the feet of Austin Anderson.
I wonder if this is some sort of illegal motion penalty on Anderson, maybe moving towards the line of scrimmage as he left the backfield.
And Mike Mule on to tell us what the penalty is about. It's a holding penalty.
Or a holding penalty.
That's all right. I still believe in you and the power of your ability to be a very good high school and a very good collegiate official, John. I promise.
Holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
So a big opportunity here for the Westlake defense is not only the momentum slows just a bit, but it's a 10-yard penalty back to the 30-yard line, and a little bit of wind picking up here on the west end of the end zone, and it's not necessarily going to affect anything, but we see the wind pick up just a tad. Visibility might be a bit of a problem here as they go into the sun. On first down and 20, the handoff goes to Anderson, and he goes down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Luke Womack and Brandon Eyrick in there on the stop as Austin Anderson ran into a wall of Chaparral defenders. No gain on the play. Second down and 20 coming up.
You know, without having the two backs, they're having to go with four wide receivers, and we haven't seen Trevor Thomas, the backup wide receiver, in the game much, but he's an imposing figure on the far side. Got to be at least 6'4". We don't have heights and weights for the Plano West players, but 7 catches on the year.
Again, 35-21 the score, and now Corey's going to have to retreat out of the backfield, rolling right now. He's going to throw it up for grabs, and this one is going to be in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Derek Cohen going for his second interception. The intended receiver was Connor Doyle, and the senior could not come up with it, and it's third down on the incomplete pass. And there we see the mechanics of Travis Corey really defeating his opportunity to go deep into the end zone there, John.
Yeah, he just doesn't have that deep ball like Jordan Sievert does. He's an effective passer, an efficient passer, but when you need to throw the football when you're down 14 in the fourth quarter, it's just not their strength. Their strength is to throw the ball off the run and using that run to set up the pass as it brings up a third down and 20 now for Plano West.
Two wide receivers each way on a play action. Here comes the rush, and down he goes. No, it's a pitch, and Anderson has it. Wow, what a decision by Corey. Anderson with the ball inside the 25-yard line, and he's popped out of bounds just outside the 22-yard line. What a heads-up play by Travis Corey as he was going down in the backfield for the second sack of the half. He's able to somehow pitch it to Anderson. What a great play, but it'll be a fourth down here.
And watch Jack Meredith at the end of this play. You see Austin Anderson get this ball, and Jack Meredith, the other number 7, is going to come in like a bullet, and he just nails Anderson out of bounds. And we saw Meredith on the screen get up off the ground and certainly a little wobbly as they call a timeout.
A timeout has been called on the field. And timeout for Westlake will take it as well. 10:36 to play in the ball game. Live from Waco, this is Westlake football.
On game days, you see me running out here with close to 100 other people. It's a team effort. It takes all of us to make UT football a success. It's a lot like you and your finances. You need to surround yourself with the best people in the business. That's where University Federal Credit Union comes in. The UFCU team works hard to make sure your financial game plan is always in shape. University of Texas Athletics and University Federal. So close, we share the same name.
We welcome you back to Waco ISD Stadium here. A fourth down decision here. It's 4th and 11. And it looks like Plano West is going to go for it here. Travis Corey in the backfield with Austin Anderson. 3 wide receivers here to the near side of the field, 1 to the far side left. And on the play action, here comes the rush. Firing over the middle, and that pass is intercepted. Tate Shaw has it. Tate at the 5, to the 10, out to the 15-yard line. Tate to the 30, Shaw to the 40, and he steps out of bounds. The 3rd interception of the ball game, and it's Tate Shaw, Westlake football.
And there's a flag on the field back at the 16-yard line. I believe it was a post-interception flag, so that should stand. But the 3rd interception for this Westlake defense, continuing their string of multi-turnover games, and it will be an illegal chop block, illegal block below the waist by the Westlake defense, so it'll be probably half the distance to the goal from the 16-yard line. Eliminates the nice return by Tate Shaw, but another huge play by this Westlake defense.
Block below the waist. Austin Westlake. Be first down after 10-yard penalty.
So it'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And that flag came in right at the 16-yard line, so it's actually going to be 1st and 10 for Westlake at the 8. So it's half the distance from that 16-yard line. So it'll be an 8-yard line, but a huge turnover on 4th down. The 3rd interception of the ball game. Derek Cohen turned the first interception into points for the Westlake offense, as did John Dodd's interception here in the 3rd quarter. And now in the 4th quarter, Westlake has taken the ball away again. And on 1st down and 10, out of the shotgun, the handoff will go here to the near side, trying to break one tackle and spins around another. And it's, wow, what a day by Chris Canner, as he should have been stopped right around the 9-yard line. A spin move to go around the Plano West defender, Davis Ruski, and he spins his way out for extra yardage out to the 16-yard line, make it the 17, a 9-yard pickup for Chris Canner.
That's Westlake football right there. Pound the football and play good defense, and that's the way Westlake's been doing it all playoffs long, and Chris Canner really been the head of the attack today for the Westlake offense.
Now the play action on the zone read. Jordan just going to try to fight his way to the 20-yard line, able to pick up positive yardage off what technically was kind of a blown play. And Jordan Sievert comes up out of the bottom of that pile, gaining 3 yards and the 1st down on 2nd down and 1. Coming out of the bottom of that pile slowly for the Wolves on defense is Reggie Howard. Howard looks to be okay there, but a 35-21 lead with 9:35 to play here in the 4th quarter. Joe Taylor alongside John Nidell, Matt Nader, and Abe Garcia down on the sidelines. We'll get to them in just a moment as Alex Chavez checks out of the ball game. Brandon Box lined up here to the near side left. Patrick Elliott in the slot right with Josh Latham split out wide to the right. Out of the shotgun, 2-step drop coming here to the near side. That pass caught by Box. Box good with a catch of 8 yards, and now he turns and runs out to the 30-yard line before being knocked out of bounds by Logan Kaloe. And that's a 1st down run after the catch by Brandon Box, and it's 1st and 10 Westlake at a 10-yard gain for the Chaparral. So the chains move again inside 9:15 to play.
And that's a good sign if you're a Westlake fan to know that this Westlake coaching staff is not sitting on a 14-point lead and thinking, okay, 9 minutes left, let's just run the football. They're staying with their offense, and it will allow Plano West to not just load the box as they'll do here as Westlake comes out in a power set.
Power I look here with one receiver in the formation and just a simple handoff off right side. Alex Chavez still on his feet. Alex Chavez out past the 35-yard line to the 37. And a nice pickup of 7 yards on the play. Just a simple dive off right tackle. Really the bread and butter of this power spread offense, John.
Yeah, as Coach Allman goes out to the numbers, clapping his hands, applauding his offensive line and his lead backs there, blocking for Alex Chavez. And a tough play on 1st down for this Plano West defense. You cannot allow 7 yards on a run on 1st down when you got to get this ball back in your offense's hands.
And when you talk about guys booking tight ends with Russell Pape and Zach Dansby, they're in a power eye look once again on 2nd and 3. Handoff goes to Chavez. Chavez stepping over one tackler out to the 41-yard line to the 42, and he picks up the 1st down. The chains move again as the clock stops briefly with 8:31 to play in the 4th quarter. Westlake with a 14-point cushion, 35-21. Important note here, Westlake has shut out Plano West's offense here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, just an impressive effort. Turnovers and stops, and really both teams, Westlake's only had 7 points here in the 2nd half, so it's turned into nearly a defensive battle in this 2nd half. Certainly didn't expect that, but Westlake with a 14-point lead and the ball And like I said, Plano West defense, this is a huge series of downs right here. They got to get the ball back before any more time runs off this clock.
Two tight ends in the formation here on the power I look. This time the give to the lead back, Russell Pate. Pate picks up 2 yards before he's met hard, and the ball came loose, and it looks like Plano West has it. Plano West has recovered a fumble at the bottom of the scrum. It's Nick Green. And Nick Green has come up with the football and has given it back to the Wolves in a short field. So just as we think the Westlake Chaparrals have everything under control, Russell Pate coughs up the football and Plano West recovers. Let's go down to the sidelines and Matt Nader. Matt?
Joe, just as I was about to say, Coach Allman and the Chaps were dominating the Mac Brown formula for success, which is win the turnover margin and explosive plays. The Chaps turned the ball over. And right here, Plano West can put one in the end zone and maintain a one-score gain with an offense that's extremely explosive. Just a little update up the road. Waco Midway 28, Cedar Hill 42 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Thank you very much. So again, it looks like Cedar Hill has taken the dominant form there in the way of that Region 2, or Region 3, or Region 1 final, I should say. And Austin Anderson gets the carry on first down out inside the 40-yard line down to the Westlake 38. A pickup of 5 yards on Anderson, and it's quickly second down and 5. Option play here, and Corey's going to reverse his field inside the 35, to the 30, to the 25, before he's knocked out of bounds just inside the 22-yard line at the 21. What a nifty change of direction there on a good decision made by Travis Corey, as it was an option play coming to the Plano side of the field, and he reversed his field for a huge first down run of 18 yards.
And this game is all of a sudden turned around by the fumble on Westlake when you'd be okay really with 3 straight runs and a punt.
Now the handoff on the zone read to Anderson. Anderson trying to get to the outside and does. Inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line, and he is knocked out of bounds. Inside the 10 at the 9. Michael Edwards along with Derek Cohen there is really Anderson just running out of real estate. 7:27, the clock stops as Anderson raced out of bounds, and it's first and goal inside the 9-yard line. Ball marked at the right hash. Anderson and Corey in the backfield. 2 wide receivers here to the near side right, 1 to the far side left. On first and goal from the 9, Corey surveying the defense, coming up to his offensive line, barking out signals here, as he has all the time in the world when it comes to the game clock. He's inside 15 seconds on the play clock. Now whisper to Anderson, here's the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper right up the gut, and diving for the end zone is Corey, and he is into the end zone from 9 yards out. Travis Corey has made this a one-score game for the Plano West Wolves. Touchdown Wolves.
Good job there by Travis Corey. Looked like his knee was close to being down here before he reached the goal line, as it certainly was. Not even close. He was short of the goal line, but the line judge called it a touchdown as Plano West now cuts this lead to 7 off the turnover by Westlake. Just a huge turnover on a first down play. And now this is a whole new ball game.
Out of the hold of Copeland, the snap is good. The kick is up by Meyer, and it is good. 7:22 to play in the ball game. It's Westlake 35, Plano West 28. This is Westlake football.
For 102 years, the Coverts have set the standard for car dealers in Central Texas. Hi, I'm Jenny Covert, and your parents, grandparents, and even some of your great-grandparents have shopped with my family. Our service, our inventory, and of course, our low Covert price are the reasons over 1 million customers come back again and again. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Auto Group, Austin, Bastrop, and Hutto.
On game days, you see me running out here with close to 100 other people. It's a team effort. It takes all of us to make UT football a success. It's a lot like you and your finances. You need to surround yourself with the best people in the business. That's where University Federal Credit Union comes in. The UFCU team works hard to make sure your financial game plan is always in shape. University of Texas Athletics and University Federal. So close, we share the same name.
We welcome you back to Waco ISD Stadium live in Waco, Texas. A touchdown drive here off the turnover. The fumble by Russell Pate gave Plano West life. They're now down by 7. Your score 35-28. And Parker David's going to drill this one here, and retreating to about the 6-yard line is Sean Rawlings. Rawlings to the 20, out to the 25-30, cuts it right through the heart of the special teams, out past the 40, inside the left hash mark. His feet still moving out to the 48-yard line. And wow, what a return by Sean Rawlings. And a 48-yard return there for Sean Rawlings as he's able to move the ball out. In fact, they're going to put Sean Rawlings down at around the 48-yard line, so technically a little bit shorter than 48 as he caught that ball right around his own 4-yard line. So it's a 44-yard return out to the 48. So a huge return and a short porch here for Westlake with good field position on their own 48-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side left. A pass to the left, and it's complete to Brandon Box. He's able to catch the ball and then fall to the ground at the Plano West 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 7 yards on the pass from Jordan to Brandon Box.
Really impressive play there by Brandon Box. You'll see on the replay, he catches this ball and sees Reggie Howard closing in and turns the shoulder to avoid the big hit and possibly getting that ball jarred loose. So a great catch by Brandon Box, and it brings up a 2nd down and 3.
A receiver each way, making 2 receivers here to the far side right, 1 here to the near side left on the zone read, and keeping it is Jordan. Jordan pulls it out of the belly of Sean Rawlings and falls forward to the 40-yard line for a 1st down. With 6:35 remaining, the Shaps move the chains. A 4-play, 43-yard scoring drive off the turnover. A 9-yard rushing touchdown for Travis Corey, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the afternoon. Again, all 4 touchdowns for the Plano West Wolves come on the ground, and we go all the way back to the first touchdown run of 25 yards for Austin Anderson, but it's been all Corey since then as far as scores. 1st down and 10, Westlake from the Plano West 40-yard line. Handoff, Chris Canner off the left side. Canner inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line, and he's brought down there by Reggie Howard. And Jordan Sievert with the football, just making that last-second decision as he came around the left end, and Canner just doing a nice job there of angling himself inside the left hash mark. 2nd down and 7 here as you can hear the noisemakers from the Westlake sideline here, picking up on our parabolic mic down on the sideline. It's made for a very festive broadcast here, so you can hear exactly what's going on the field. On 2nd and 7, rolling right is Jordan, looking, fires over the middle, and that pass is caught. And a nice grab by Josh Latham, and a better job by Latham, the 6-foot, 175-pound junior, to hang on to the football. He's pumped up, and that's good for a 1st down to the 26-yard line. Give Latham credit as he's able to make that grab and hold on to the football with all the would-be tacklers around him.
Yeah, you see Plano West trying to rip that football out, and you're right, a great job there by Latham. They bring Latham in on those 3 wide receiver sets, gives them an extra option in the passing game. They take out Dansby, and now Dansby back in with the power eye.
1st down and 10 from the 26-yard line in Wolf territory. Handoff, Alex Chavez. Chavez off the right side, bounces it outside the right hash mark, and he's down to the 21-yard line. What a huge gain on 1st down, and that has been a big down for Westlake. They've done exactly what we said in the pregame, John. They have executed nicely on 1st down, getting huge chunks of yardage.
And Alex Chavez, you see the power back that Westlake has now dotting the I, picks up those 5 yards on 1st down, and Westlake now with the clock rolling under 5 minutes. A touchdown here would be huge for the Westlake Chaparral football team.
2nd down and 5. Don't turn the football over if you're a Westlake Chaparral fan. Plano West looking for a turnover. And now the handoff goes to Chavez. He covers it up with both hands as he enters into the defensive scrum there on the far side. He's inside the 19-yard line, down to the 18. Just a nice run there of about 3 yards, and it brings up 3rd down and short here for the Westlake Chaparrals. Let's go down to Matt Nader. Matt?
I think Coach Rhodes and the Westlake Chap offense really realized that they need to put another one in the end zone here. The explosiveness of the Plano West offense, you never know what's going to happen. They could get the ball back and score in one play and push it up by either, if they don't score here, a tie, and another drive, win the game.
So 3rd down and what technically is 1 here from the 17-yard line. A power eye look for Jordan Sievert. Here's the snap, the give to Chavez, and he's absolutely drilled in the backfield, but falling forward was Chavez on the handoff, and he is very close to a 1st down. But what a hit on Alex Chavez. And you can't say that is lack of effort defensively there. And it was a huge pop defensively. But Alex Chavez awarded forward progress. And Mike Moll's going to take time to measure this. And, man, what an unbelievable shot on Alex Chavez. The nose of the football now in the middle of the field, and it is just outside the 15-yard line. Really the entire football in between the 15 and the 16. And it looked like from our perspective, John, that Alex Chavez got to that 2nd level before being blown backwards, and it should be a 1st down. And it is indeed almost from the length of the football, maybe 3/4 of the football, and it's a first down for Westlake. So a nice measurement there, and give credit to Alex Chavez, who really had to sacrifice his body on that one just to cover up the football, hold on to it, and fall forward for the first down by 3/4 of the length of the football, John.
Yeah, big first down there for Alex Chavez. He used that power back with Canner as the lead blocker to pick up that 1 yard, and now the clock's still rolling under 3:30. The time is very important for this Plano West team. They got to come up with a stop and just hope that Michael Barden, an elite kicker, somehow misses a field goal to keep this to 7 points.
On first down and 10 from the Plano West 16-yard line, handoff, Alex Chavez. Chavez rumbling his way just outside the right hash mark, inside the 11-yard line, down to the 10. A 6-yard pickup again. First down yardage huge for the Chaparrals with the run game.
They're just going to feed Alex Chavez.
And right now we get a look at a lot of confusion here, just sending the play in. And what's not necessarily confusion, Westlake's just taking their time. Inside 13 seconds, 12 seconds, now 10 seconds on the play clock, with 2:40 to play in the ballgame. On second down and 4 after the gain of 6. Here comes the handoff to Alex Chavez. Chavez angling inside the 10-yard line, down to the 5, down to the 4-yard line. And Westlake picks up the first down. It's 1st and goal, Chaparrals, on a big run by Alex Chavez behind the left side of that offensive line. Judge Finley, Ryan O'Farrell blowing up the left side of the defensive line, and Chavez scurries forward for a big first down run inside the 5.
And this is the time of the game for the big boys up front.
Brandon Box will split out wide to the right. Dansby a tight end to the right. Power eye look with Pape on the other side as an additional tight end. 1st and goal from the 4. Handoff, Alex Chavez. Chavez into the end zone. Touchdown, Westlake. And with that, you can put a nail in the coffin. The Westlake Chaparrals, with 2:05 to play, go up 13 points and have cashed their ticket to the state semifinal. Wow, what a drive at a beautiful time. After the turnover by Russell Pape turned into points for the Plano West Wolves, Westlake comes right back, forces Plano West to pop up the football. They go right down the field and score. 2:05 to play in the ballgame. Point after touchdown good. It's Westlake 42, Plano West 28. This is Westlake football.
At age 40, attorney and Marine Corps reservist David Little was the picture of health until the left side of his body went completely numb.
We were on the phone while he was driving home when he suddenly stopped talking.
My dad had a stroke when he was driving me home.
I'm just really glad he ended up at St. David's, South Austin.
St. David's, South Austin saved my life.
Do you know what to do in an emergency? Visit stdavids.com to learn more.
It just creates momentum and some confidence that maybe that they didn't have before. It's been the case for us as well. You know, we've in our turnovers and been able to pick some balls off and be in the right place at the right time and just get momentum. And that's really the story of the playoffs year in and year out. When you've got a bunch of evenly matched teams like we do in Region 2, it's what it's come down to is who has created their own breaks and who have had a little come their way as well.
We welcome you back to Waco ISD Stadium in Waco, Texas. Again, about a stone's throw away from Floyd Casey Stadium. Art Briles on the sidelines, the head coach of the Baylor Bears, and no doubt a guy that likes to toss it around just a tad. He's watching old school smash mouth football, and Alex Chavez got the ball 6 times in that touchdown drive. He ran for 30 yards, including the 4-yard touchdown run. 9 rushes, 1 pass, and here's the ensuing kick. It'll be taken at the 32-yard line, and a nice job there by Connor Doyle as Johnny on the spot there as he advances the ball to the 40-yard line. Congratulations are in order for Hayden Yancer. At this time, we'd like to congratulate senior Hayden Yancer. This past week, Hayden was selected to be a part of the All-American video crew. This group of 4 high school seniors from across the country will join the video production crew for the U.S. Army All-American Bowl Week activities early in January. They'll also receive specialized training in switcher and slow-motion replay technology from New Tech. This is the second time a Westlake student has been selected. Congratulations, Hayden Yancer. Back-to-back All-Americans for the video crew. First down and 10 for Plano West at the 40-yard line here in their own territory. And that pass is intended here for Doyle on the near side. And it's overthrown out of bounds here on the Plano West sideline. Incomplete. Second down and 10 coming up. 1:56 to play here in the ball game. and really just a smash-mouth scoring drive. The Solano Domain scoring drive, 10 plays, 52 yards, took 5:08 off the clock, 4 yards for Alex Chavez into the end zone, 30 yards in the drive. Here's 2nd and 10. Now he's going to throw a nice little pass here into the flat intended for Anderson, and John Dodd all over it. Anderson able to corral the football. It would have been better off if he let that ball fall incomplete, as it's back down to the 35-yard line. They lose 5 yards on that screen pass to Austin Anderson as Travis Corey was under duress, and John Dodd just laid an absolute brutal hit on Austin Anderson after the end of that catch. A blindside hit to set up 3rd and 15. And now the whistles blow. Plano West is going to take a timeout here on 3rd down and 15. We'll take it with them. 1:28 to play in the ball game. It's Westlake 42, Plano West 28. This is Westlake football.
At age 40, attorney and Marine Corps reservist David Little was the picture of health until the left side of his body went completely numb.
We were on the phone while he was driving home when he suddenly stopped talking.
My dad had a stroke when he was driving me home.
I'm just really glad he ended up at St. David's, South Austin.
St. David's, South Austin saved my life.
Do you know what to do in an emergency? Visit stdavids.com to learn more.
Beyond companionship, there are other reasons we call dog man's best friend. For years, dogs have been trained to detect all kinds of things, like bed bugs. ABC's bedbug dog can detect bed bugs in the smallest cracks and crevices at any stage of development with amazing accuracy, even more accurate than the most skilled pest specialists. And accurate detection means quicker, more cost-effective elimination. If you suspect a bedbug problem, call us, ABC Home and Commercial Services, specialists for your environment.
And we welcome you back to Waco ISD Stadium out of the timeout. 3rd down and 15 here, which is no doubt 4-down territory. Option play here, and Corey's going to keep it. It'll be dragged down by Jacob Mansour, the senior captain, along that defensive line. A short gain out past the 35 to the 37-yard line. A timeout has been called on the field. We'll keep it here. We'll go down to the sidelines. Well, I know one guy that really likes the old school offensive line laden calls in that scoring drive. Matt, just a brutal turn of events here for that Plano West defensive line, as they got every bit of the Chaparral line on that drive.
Yeah, I think that Coach Allman and the offense did exactly what that drive was designed to do. It was a time-consuming drive. They put one in the end zone, and they left Plano West dearth of opportunity.
That's Matt Nader down on the sidelines. We'll hear from him following the final gun here as he'll visit with Darren Allman, and they'll prepare to play their game. Again, right now it looks like it will be Cedar Hill as they lead late in the ball game in Midlothian ISD Stadium, but it's a ball game, John.
Yeah, 42-34. Midway botched an extra point, so down 8 with about 9 minutes to go. So that game a little behind this one as we have 1:20 left on the clock. Midway been down really all game, so trying to make a comeback as they had a huge comeback last week against Abilene. 2 undefeated teams going at it. Had converted a 4th and 20 with a minute to go and then drove 90 yards down the field to score the game-winning touchdown.
Regarded as the state quarterfinals, but this is for Region 2 hardware. In a region where a lot of the Chaparral critics over the years didn't think Westlake could make it through. They're proving those doubters wrong here today on 4th down. The final play for Plano West. Corey trying to get it off and does, and that pass complete at the 49-yard line. What a grab by Connor Doyle, and he picks up the necessary 13 yards. In fact, Doyle picking up 14 yards on a heck of a throw by Corey, and it's a 1st down for Plano West, so they're still alive with 1:13 to play. A 42-28 lead, though, and a very quick snap here for Travis Corey. On 1st down, play action, looking here to the near side. That pass as the receiver fell down, intended for Doyle here on the near side, John, and he just fell down. No activity there, but you can see that cover 2 defense coming into play there is really, it's a prevent defense, as you saw Tate Shaw, Alec Cohen, and Derek Cohen all converge on Connor Doyle.
And both Tate Shaw and Bennett Huddleston are the 2 safeties right now. Meredith and Dodd out of the game.
2nd down and 10. Straight up the gut goes Anderson. Anderson eludes one tackler at the 40-yard line, dives forward to the 35, and it's a nice pickup of 15 yards at a 1st down as Anderson just spun around a would-be tackler, as he has been impressive this afternoon. Austin Anderson with some of his runs, and it's 1st down and 10 from the Chaparral 35-yard line. 2 wide receivers each way, inside a minute to play. The passer to the near side, diving for it here on the near side is Connor Doyle, and he is unable to come up with it, so the senior wide receiver watches that ball roll right through his hands. Not for lack of effort as Doyle laid out parallel to the field to try to catch that ball in front of his own bench.
And John Dodd comes back into the game at safety, which moves Bennett Huddleston down to the cornerback spot on the far side. He'll cover the tall Trevor Thomas.
And a timeout's been called by Westlake. We'll take it as well. 50 seconds remaining in the ball game. It's Westlake 42, Plano West 28. This is Westlake football.
Coach, you know, in my career, or, you know, and I was a defensive coach. I've been a defensive player, and I love defense. But that really doesn't have anything to do with it. I think our staff and our players also appreciate good defense and understand the importance of it. So that's our identity, and it'll remain that way. And you know, if we can catch fire offensively, like it looks like we're getting ready to start doing, then we've got a chance to keep on playing.
On the snap, 2nd down and 10. Corey forced to throw, and that pass is over the middle and incomplete as we welcome you back to Waco ISD Stadium. And once again, a pass over the middle, incomplete here for Travis Corey, who has been under duress here in this drive, but he's able to come up with a couple of passes that have been just brilliant. And Austin Anderson doing his part as well on the ground as they're down 14 are the Wolves with 44 seconds to play in the ball game. The Wolves have 2 timeouts left. Westlake using their final one. And out of that timeout, it's 3rd down and 10 and 4-down territory here from the Chaparral 35-yard line. 2 wide receivers on either side. The handoff to Anderson. Anderson out to the 30, busts it outside the numbers, inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line before he is stopped inbounds at the 25-yard line. In fact, just outside the 25-yard line, and timeout on the field as Plano West will call the timeout. We'll go down to the sidelines. And Matt, 36 seconds remaining in this ball game. As a senior in 2006, you were in this position when Westlake won the region final to move on to play Pearland. And of course, not a part of the players as the folks on the field, but describe the mood on the sideline right now.
I mean, I can just tell you on the side of the Chaparrals, everybody is just extremely excited, and they're so proud. I know that the students and the parents they're enthralled. Everybody's in it now. They're down to the final 4, and it's just an emotional time. It's a time that these kids and the parents and the fans will always remember.
Matt Nader down the sidelines. In fact, one of his teammates along the offensive line, Dusty Davidson, making the short drive down from Dallas as those two guys meet up. And trust me, in the early parts of the season before the A&M Consolidated game, really you got to look at what Matt Nader and what Dusty Davidson were able to do on that offensive line. And that was really the signature on that 2006 team with Nick Foles and Justin Tucker. Both of those gentlemen playing in the NFL now. And it was really the offensive line led by Matt Nader. And then, of course, the effort when Matt went down to be that elite offensive line with Matt helping out, coaching, and being one of the leaders inspirationally along that offensive line. And you look at just what this offensive line has been able to accomplish today, and we talked about it during the break, John. You have a situation that could frighten most teams. With a 14-point lead, you fumble the ball at midfield. And on the measurement here on that 3rd down run by Austin Anderson. Anderson about a yard shy of the first down here, just outside the 25-yard line. So he is short, but not by much, and it will be 4th down and officially a 1 yard to gain to pick up the first down. There's only 36 seconds left in the ball game, but Plano just trying to put some points on the board here and hopefully get an opportunity in an onside kick. 3 wide receivers to the far side left, 1 here to the near side right. Anderson flanking Corey in the backfield, and they'll run it with Corey, and he'll pick up the first down with no problem. In fact, he'll pick up more than that. He's inside the 10, inside the 5, touchdown. And for the 4th time this afternoon, Travis Corey has scored a touchdown. From 26 yards out, Corey has scored, and a point after touchdown pending here as the Wolves just won't go away. Touchdown, Plano West.
That was really their only chance right here with 30 seconds left. They needed to score quickly and at least give themselves a shot at an onside kick. 1 timeout left on the board for Plano West. If they can somehow get the onside kick, they'll have a chance to tie this game up with an important extra point pending here.
Out of the hold of Copeland, it'll be Meyer to knock in the extra point. Snap down, kick up, and the kick is good. So with 30 seconds to play in the ball game, it is Westlake 42, Plano West 35. This is Westlake football.
For 102 years, the Coverts have set the standard for car dealers in Central Texas. Hi, I'm Jenny Covert, and your parents, grandparents, and even some of your great-grandparents have shopped with my family. Our service, our inventory, and of course, our low Covert price are the reasons over 1 million customers come back again and again. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Auto Group, Austin, Bastrop, and Hutto.
The Steam Team, your #1 choice for cleaning residential and commercial carpet, tile, and wood flooring, upholstery, air ducts, and more, including 24-hour emergency water and fire damage restoration. The Steam Team is an Austin original, locally owned and operated since 1983. All employees are trained and certified by the Institute of Inspection, Cleaning, and Restoration. We guarantee our services and will do whatever it takes to please our customers. Call 451-TEAM or online at thesteamteam.com.
We welcome you back to Waco ISD Stadium. Lining this up will be Damon Foncham, the punter. He normally does not handle kickoffs, but this is an onside kick. The hands team in for Westlake. It'll be Latham along with Tate Shaw and John Dodd along with Chris Cantor here on the near side of the field in front of the Plano bench. Foncham will kick it off from right around his 40-yard line just inside the left hash. The onside kick with 30 seconds left. Here it comes for Plano West. Their only shot is to recover this ball. And it bounces up, and it's recovered! Connor Doyle has recovered the football with 30 seconds left. Plano West will have a shot. Down 7.
And a good decision to have Foncham kick that ball, because that was really one of the better kicked onside kicks that you could have. Just a bullet right at the up back. I'm not sure if that was Latham who tried to get it off a hop. Just a really tough kick there by Foncham as it went off of Latham, and it was Connor Doyle with the recovery. 49 yards to go to tie this game up with 28 seconds left. 2 wide receivers each way. Now looking here to the near side is Corey. Corey firing here to the near side. That pass caught by Copeland. He steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line after the 9-yard gain. And the big right tackle, Zach White, the star offensive lineman for Plano West, is down, and he is in some pain at his own 49-yard line. And just like that, the momentum is sucked out of the wind of the fallen player here at the 48-yard line, and it is that, like you said, John, Zach White, and it's an injury timeout as everybody hits the knee around their fallen offensive lineman. And you'd like to see, for Plano West, who has done a very good job, and you can hear everyone has gone quiet inside Waco ISD Stadium, and it has been a very noisy stadium here as host of the Region 2 final, and White went down at the end of that play. Yeah, and White was blocking a Westlake defender on the outside, and Jacob Mansour came in and wrapped around the legs of Travis Corey, who was behind Zach White on the play, and Mansour kind of whipped around and looked like he came into the back of the legs of Zach White, and he went down, and certainly does not look like a minor situation here, with a lot of people tending to Zach White down on the field. The junior right tackle, a bright future ahead of him, and it looks like he's about to get up off the turf. Yeah, we're going to see exactly, as you can hear the crowd for Plano West here on the home side of the field as they pull the big offensive lineman up. He is up on his own power, and he will try to walk here to the near side. And checking in for the Wolves, we have to watch this. It'll be Andrew Mellon, his backup at right tackle. And we'll see if Mellon can step in and give Corey the time he needs to get this ball downfield. There is only 22 seconds left. And it's important to note that Plano West does have 1 timeout remaining. Westlake cannot stop the clock here with only 22 seconds left in regulation. 2 wide receivers here to the near side right, 2 to the far side left. The staple formation here with Anderson flanking Corey to the right. On 2nd down and 1. Corey looking here to the near side. Oh! It's picked off! Ball game! Ball game! Derek Cohen has picked off Travis Corey. And Westlake is headed to the state semifinal game. Wrap it up, Derek Cohen. It's an interception, and Westlake has the ball with 19 seconds to play. Welcome to the Final Four, Westlake. And what have we said about Derek Cohen all year? He is the best defensive player for Westlake at breaking on the football. And you see it right there. That's just a bad pass by Corey. Threw that ball inside with Connor Doyle at the sideline. And Cohen breaking on a 2nd down and 1. Read that hitch route, broke on the ball, diving interception, and clinches the quarterfinal win for the Westlake Chaparrals as Jordan Sievert will just take a knee here and take it to the semifinals to face Cedar Hill.
A deep breath by everybody in the Westlake faithful, and with 18 seconds, Jordan Sievert in victory formation. And wait a minute, Mike Moll coming in and stopping the clock just a moment here as it will be a timeout. Plano West will take their final timeout. Let's go down to the sidelines. And I know, Matt, it's a roller coaster ride when it comes to being on a sideline of a high school football team locked into a battle here. But from the emotion of the play that gave Plano West the football back on the onside kick to the interception by Derek Cohen, describe the mood on the sideline, big guy.
Oh, well, I'm down here right next to the cheerleaders and the student section. And everybody's just freaking out here. I mean, I can hear them all, oh my God, I'm so related, oh my God, go Chaps. It's just so emotional, and that's just Chaparral football for you.
Matt Nader down on the sidelines, and on 2nd down and 12, this time Jordan Sievert will take a knee, and there's nothing Plano West can do. Inside 10 seconds, and with that, Derek Cohen and the Westlake defense survive Plano West. 4 turnovers on the afternoon, all of them interceptions, and Westlake has once again used timely defensive plays to defeat a Region 2 foe. And this time it's the Plano West Wolves. Hats off to the Wolves. Their 6-game streak is over as they go home. Their 2012 season is done. Westlake continues into the next round. The state semifinal game will take place between Westlake and the winner of Cedar Hill and Waco Midway. That's going on about 100 miles north of here at Midlothian ISD Stadium. We'll keep an eye on that to see if that ball game actually ends prior to us leaving the air. We'll take a quick 1-minute timeout here from Waco ISD Stadium. In fact, let's go ahead and take 2 minutes here, as no doubt this will be a very, very wild field here. The post-game activity continues here as all of the players are down on the field congratulating each other for a very well-fought game on both sides. But the final score from Waco ISD Stadium, Westlake 42, Plano West 35. This is Westlake football.
On game days, you see me running out here with close to 100 other people. It's a team effort. It takes all of us to make UT football a success. It's a lot like you and your finances. You need to surround yourself with the best people in the business. That's where University Federal Credit Union comes in. The UFCU team works hard to make sure your financial game plan is always in shape. University of Texas Athletics and University Federal. So close, we share the same name.
We welcome you back to a very noisy Waco ISD Stadium. Joe Taylor alongside John Nidell up here in the UFCU broadcast booth. Down on the field, Matt Nader and Abe Garcia will await a very happy and celebratory Westlake football team as we await the post-game thoughts of Darren Allman. And no doubt he's very happy with the way this football game ended, no doubt. But a couple of plays as Plano West caught fire there at the very end of the ball game. Remember, this team led by 14 points over Plano West with just under 2 minutes to play. And somehow Plano West able to battle their way back into the ball game. They get a turnover, and then Westlake would go what we thought then was the game-ending drive, capped by a 4-yard touchdown run by Alex Chavez. That made the score 42-28. But then, just as Westlake seemingly had this game in the bag, with 33 seconds remaining in the ball game, John, a 26-yard touchdown run by Travis Corey, his 4th of the afternoon. Damon Funcham would actually have an opportunity for the onside kick. He'd kick it straight up into the air, and Connor Doyle would come down with it at the 49-yard line. And then, with the ball at the 35-yard line, Travis Corey, after his right tackle went down on the first play out of that injury timeout, Travis Corey would roll to his right, fire to his right, and Derek Cohn would pick off the football to ice the game, and Westlake would win by 7, 42-35. And now we are getting reports that Cedar Hill has knocked off Waco Midway for the Region 1 title. And Region 1 and Region 2 will play each other in the state semifinal game, and I would expect, John, that would be right back here at Waco ISD Stadium, with Cedar Hill being on the southwest side of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. This is the obvious choice here to meet in the middle in Waco for a shot to play for the state title.
Yeah, it's a heck of a venue, and we've seen some great games. And today, Plano West has seen 2 great games in a row here, and today Westlake came out on top with a heck of an effort.
And we see that Darren Allman has made his way over to Matt Nader, but the camera crew still stuck inside the very busy 50-yard line here as the entire Westlake squad has swarmed the field here. They're getting in some photo opportunities here with the entire crew and the trophy, the Region 2 championship trophy. And it's a trophy that the Chaparrals have never won in Region 2. In fact, they've only been able to get to the area round in their realignment this year in Region 2. They were able to surpass the area round. They made it here to the region final at the state quarters. And Region 2 is not stopping the Chaparrals as it has done in years past. So we go down to the sidelines. Matt Nader is waiting patiently. It looks like our camera crew is there. Let's go down to the sidelines, or at least the 30-yard line, that is, to Matt Nader, who's with Darren Allman.
Coach, congratulations on your berth into the 5A Division II state semifinals. I know that you are so proud of your coaches and your players for continuing this tradition. Talk a little bit about the execution on both sides of the ball tonight.
Well, yeah, we needed a game like that. We really did. As hard as that was on us physically, and we didn't get out of here completely healthy, I don't think, and we'll be beat up and all that. But we've been saying now for several weeks that we needed a game where the offense carried us and took control. And when that happened, we've got a chance to really be good and go win it all, and that's what happened today. And man, just so proud of the whole team and whole staff, as you said, Matt. The offensive line took control of the game.
Absolutely.
And the defense made the plays when they needed to. That was a great play right there to get off the field and end the game. And I'm just so thrilled. It's they're taking us on quite a ride this year. These kids are. They're a special group.
All right, Coach, that's Chaparral football for you. We'll see you here next week in Cedar Hill.
Thank you.
The thoughts of Matt Nader and Darren Allman down on the field. We welcome you back up to the UFCU broadcast booth here at Waco ISD Stadium. Joe Taylor alongside John Nidell as we welcome you back in here to our broadcast booth. And one of the things that you really think about is, you just heard Darren Allman say it, and obviously he's fighting back a little bit of sickness there that's affecting his voice, so his thoughts short this week. But when you think about it, John, really when you have a game like this, it really battle tests your team going into what is going to be one of the toughest ball games of the year at Cedar Hill for a right to play in the state title game.
Exactly. It's been a while. It's really been since the Lake Travis game that Westlake has had a game where they've had to fight to the end, and that happened today. Really all phases came through for Westlake in certain times. So the defense came through with 4 interceptions when they needed it. The running game came through on the last drive, and then Jordan Sievert played a heck of a football game, 16 of 19 through the air. Just an efficient passing game for Westlake. The offense played well, like Coach Allman said.
And the defense, like you said, played well when it had to, despite the fact that there are 35 points on the scoreboard for Plano West. Look, folks, that's what the Wolves do. They score, and they can do it against a very good defense. Plano West, a very for-real ball club, and that's back-to-back wins for the Chaparrals against very good teams coming out of Region 2 with a defensive line from Longview and how talented they were for the offense to be able to produce like they did and answer what the defense did a week ago to punch their ticket to the state semifinal game. It will be Westlake and Cedar Hill. We do not have a broadcast time for you just yet, but we invite you to watch this game coming up on YNN Sports, cable channel 1509. That's at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning on YNN Sports, and of course we'll have the radio and internet broadcast for you here live from Waco ISD Stadium. We'll get you all the pertinent details. Make sure you follow us on Facebook for all of those details, facebook.com/Westlake Sports. As we close it out here from Waco ISD Stadium, your final score, Westlake 42 and Plano West 35. Our thanks to everybody that helped out with this broadcast, including Nick Schwartz back at the studios, all of the folks, both present Chaparrals and alumni for Shaps TV, helping us out produce the television broadcast. Thanks so much to those guys. And once again, congratulations to Hayden Yancer. And hey, if you make it back to Austin, go to the Nutcracker Spectacular. Again, your final score from Waco ISD Stadium, it's Westlake 42 and Plano West 35. Westlake moves on into the Final Four in the state semifinal game against Cedar Hill. This is Westlake football.